Like
leave?
No, this is D&D.
Okay.
You don't play it safe.
There could be loot in there.
All right, welcome to another wonderful week of D&D.
Oh,
Hunter will
we're
be joining us in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's told us to start early,
Okay.
so, and we're already at 8:15 basically, so he'll probably be here in 5 minutes. So we're back with the Waterdeep crew. You survived the Ragnorum trial, the Ragnorum incident. You guys got some cool armors and stuff. Traveled across the desert, avoided a whole bunch of encounters because of just good rolls and good survival checks. Inside the town, you guys met your new ally after losing your dear friend Ulyrus to some strange shadow creature.
Oh, you were here for last time we played this group too.
Oh,
Nice.
that is, yeah, look at that, coincidences.
Yeah.
So, that is a big coincidence, wow.
Right.
That wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ignatius.
And you guys met Ignatius, a orc in plate armor that seemed to be revealing some information to all of you as you sat down at a table, where apparently an ad was placed for people to help out on a ship that was traveling across the Maw of the World back to Skolberheim. As you learned, though, they have zero intentions of going to Skolberheim. They're actually trying to get to Waterdeep to deliver a package of sorts to somebody. That's what you guys were told.
Right.
An item, I believe, or around shady lines from an individual that gave you the name Beryl, if I'm not mistaken, or one of you replied as his name's Beryl. He is bamped off for the day. You guys are sitting at a table right now. Zeph, Tyrion, and all four of you are getting to know one another inside the deserts of Old Town across the world. So, just to give you settings and all that stuff, and the world's your oyster, but you have an opportunity to get on a ship and go across the world, or not. Go wander the desert. Do whatever you want.
Go fight a purple worm, guys. I saw those worms. I want to fight one.
I really don't think you do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just joshing you.
Desert's not my taste. It's a bit hot, sweaty.
It's nice and comfortable.
Could do without it.
I'm no really fan of the desert either.
See, this guy can join the group.
Ignatius, where are you from?
Skolberheim.
Really?
I think I...
He
said
did,
that.
but it's okay to refresh.
I'm sorry.
He did
Yeah.
say that.
It's
He
been
did say
like
that.
5 weeks.
It's totally okay.
Oh, I understand.
He's a new guy, too. So.
I'm also
Yeah, he's a new guy.
a little bit drunk.
That's right.
Good old day drunk after a long desert travel.
Because you had a guide here that gave you very, very, 100 proof alcohol.
Oh, that's right.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes.
happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
Were we all
She's-
drunk?
Yeah, I think you're all a little tipsy.
Oh wait, she was a tabaxi lady.
She
right?
was. She was your
Yeah.
rival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wisp.
Wisp, thank you.
Yeah.
Wisp
Damn.
is just out at the table right now.
You just pulled that name out. That was
You're
impressive.
That's so great.
Damn.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too.
That you could remember Wisp's name.
Damn.
Great.
Yeah. It's incredible, really, sometimes these things just come to me.
Isn't any.
Sleeping right now is Wisp at your table.
That was quick.
So when did that guy say we were setting out?
Tomorrow morning. Come find
Oh,
him
so
at
we
the
have the
docks.
day? Okay.
You go find the biggest, most illustrious ships, and he'd see you there.
Okay.
I wonder if it's
Bet you
actually...
they got a barrel on that one.
I'll get it.
I bet they do.
So do we need to stock up on supplies? Go shopping for anything while we're here?
Are we in town?
Yeah.
You're in Old Town right now. It's the port city. We'll get the map.
Because I just don't remember.
What's that?
Can we look at the ship too?
Scope it out and make sure it's not a trap.
Yeah.
For some reason, I
so
just
we don't
thought it
get
was
lost tomorrow? We can...
just a tavern
Map,
in the middle of the desert.
Map.
Move on.
Them
Now I
cookies.
have to eat them.
The cookies.
Eat these ones.
Whoa! So Old
C
Town is right
for
here,
cookie.
and so you're right next to a major city that is middle, but it's just south of that. So there's a lot of commerce that ends up coming here, and they're suggesting you guys can go you're going to end up probably going all the way around.
Dude, what is this nonsense?
We're going to Argentina, guys.
It's like those dudes that sailed from Europe all the way around under Africa to Asia.
Yep.
Which
Is
is
it not quicker to go north?
The war prevents them.
Okay,
But
yeah, that
they would
makes
talk
sense.
about that, but as players, we
Is there
don't
like a
have to
canal
roleplay everything.
somewhere that we can cross?
There's potentially areas.
Word.
Potentially.
There's a channel right there in Minna, but I don't know if we want. We definitely don't want to be in Minna right
Minna's bad.
There might be something. Do you guys? I'm pretty sure your crew doesn't know what's going on in Minna. The other crew learned
No.
about the crazy stuff that's going on with the
I don't like Minna,
lizard
though.
folk. Remember, they had to pull all the forces of the
Oh, that's right.
Ivory Tusk back because something's going on in Minna.
Right, because they were getting
No, you don't.
attacked. That's right.
But as players, you can just
Right.
keep that nugget to yourself.
Yeah.
Just
nugget.
also more so you're just not surprised when you're like, you never said this
I
shit.
don't know that we should do
Family
I remember
knows
that.
everything.
It might just be off
They know
of it, you know?
everything.
Also, I don't know that this
They
is
united
but I don't know whose it
everybody
is.
Yep.
that needed to know.
Justin, maybe?
Everyone's in the need to know.
No, wait, it is. It came with the
Oh
maps.
yeah.
Oh, this is ours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
That's not mine.
That's fine.
I know some of mine are mixed in down there too. I don't really care.
That's fine. Alright.
Yes. Does it look nice? Yes, it's mine.
It belongs.
Is it expensive and covered in gold?
Yes.
That would belong to our family crest. He's great at parties. No, seriously. Just he must be having an off night or something.
I mean, sometimes he just gets like this.
So, you said you wanted to go check out the ship. You want to go do that now, or do you want to still talk at the table?
Can we
whatever?
cruise the town and, like, in passing, see the ship while we're on our way to get supplies for ourselves?
You can go bounce the town. The Old Town itself is smaller compared to the city middle, so there's only a couple shops out and about. As you go out there, you're getting hit with the horrid heat. You love it,
Oh, I love it.
but everybody else is just getting smashed with probably 110-degree heat right now, with humidity that's probably it's probably really low actually because of where the desert is.
Yeah.
So it's next to no humidity
Yep.
where you are right now. So it makes it more
Dry.
tolerable. But all of you have chapped lips, and I have chapped lips right now.
I have chaplets too.
So I
Winter.
actually have chapstick over there.
Winter.
I've been thinking about for like 20 minutes. So
Winter
I'm gonna
does
grab
it.
that. Yeah, but
Always literally. This isn't helping. This is just making it worse.
I was
have to
planning on doing
because
You have to
it's
do
a-
it. You have to
I
do
have
it.
to.
Method actor.
we really shouldn't share chapstick, but I have two here.
Ew.
Yeah, I
I'm not
will.
using your chapstick.
What's that?
I said I would love to use your chapstick.
Are you serious?
No.
Because I would be uncomfortable.
That's
Give
not
me
what I
your
said.
germs.
Give me.
Give me your terms.
I want 'em.
Give me your
All right. So, out and about in town, basically everything's built out of that like sandstone that goes right into the ground itself, using whatever techniques of taking water and making the sand into mud, and then stacking those mud bricks when they have like basically basket weave the clay into it, so it can hold the shape of a brick. So that's the town here. There's not a lot of people. Not a lot of people stay outside.
Interior.
Let's see. Hopefully it's some super deep plot stuff.
What you want?
When you get drunk and it's really hot out, does
Hello?
that affect it?
Hey, game night.
Hi.
We all have headaches.
Hello.
Okay.
There we go.
Like, is that just what normally happens?
Am I the only online person this week?
Yeah, Ryan.
yeah.
Ryan's in person.
Ah.
He can't see him yet.
Oh shit.
We've successfully stalled until most of our party is here.
Yeah.
Tyrion was a bit slow today. The alcohol hit him hard.
That's the 100 proof alcohol you got from Wisp.
100 proof is ridiculous.
The tabaxi.
Yes. He's like, oh, I remember now.
Of course.
Good times.
That's right. I did get wrecked.
Look at that layout. Oof.
This is what happens when everyone changes stuff. So right now you guys are out seeing the city of Middle or Old Town.
Old
Fuck.
Town.
The
Old Town.
small town of Old Town.
Did we take a
Old
horse to
Town.
Old Town Road?
Road?
Road.
No. No.
All right.
So it's
So
there.
we,
Someone
that's
had
all.
to do it.
It's sorted. I could send him some of the desert music. It's just lots of desert wind right now. You're constantly being hit with that warm desert wind and pelted with sand. It's awfully uncomfortable.
This is life.
This is not a place you would typically want to be, unless you were used to this kind of heat and really enjoyed it.
Nope.
Here is the Desert Winds file.
Do you really like this?
Yeah, it reminds me of home.
Where's home for you?
Back in Yongguk, in the volcano.
In the volcano.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Must be quite the place.
Yeah, it makes for some killer hot springs. Let me tell you.
I can only imagine.
And by killer, I mean they would literally kill.
Yes, of course.
So,
Makes perfect sense.
but I mean, it's a beautiful place, especially when you get to the top. Beautiful view. Nothing for miles.
Do you
Maybe.
remember back when not you weren't there. But when we were in that place with the ice and the Ragnorum dude,
Right.
you know how there was ice and like these
Yes.
can slide through ice
Oh.
and like that's like my thing now. That's like the exact opposite of where we are right now.
We complement each other so well.
We do.
So
we do.
well.
It's I feel like in some places they might sing a song about fire and ice.
Oh,
you know?
I was gonna do it, and I held myself back.
You know,
I've never heard of such a song.
I've never heard it either, but maybe somewhere out
Maybe
there
somewhere.
someone could sing it because they're polar opposites. You know.
It's true. It practically writes itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
I don't know.
As you're walking by his shop, you hear that as you discuss this, and instantly you're thinking that could be a theme song for exactly what we're talking about. Is this halfling gnome has his cello out, and you just hear this.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Across the street
Checks out.
every day that as there is a very thin, sickly looking elven lady out there throwing some of these the leftover burnt bread she has at him as he has his little hat there that is like pushed into the ground so it doesn't blow away from the desert wind. He seems unfazed as the bread hits him, and he actually takes some of it and puts it in his pocket.
Resourceful.
As you guys are carefully walking through, the height of the houses are basically all one story, so you can actually see the ships, all their masses tower over to the coastal side, and you can see multiple different flags and ships over there. But not clearly yet. You'd have to cross over to the dock side to really see all the bases and bottoms of that.
How many suns are there?
There are still just one sun.
Okay, cool.
There is still just.
Honestly,
On the
that
same
might pay off
planet.
someday.
You never know.
How
You never
how
know.
big does
That's
this
pretty
town
scary if that ever changes.
seem
Right?
compared to Enzik?
There are 3.
Enzik?
Not even 2? 3?
Horribly small. Enzik
We
would have
skipped
been,
a step.
Enzik would have been, I mean,
Like a
hundreds of
moderately
times
sized
bigger.
town.
Population-wise, I think this town is looking around 5,000 people, where Enzik looks around like 500,000 people.
Mm.
So this is like
Tiny.
everyone knows everyone inside
This is Argyle.
Old Town.
One of those towns.
Are there any shops of note? Does anything stick out?
Give me a perception check.
First roll of the night.
That's okay. It's a 12.
12. Most of the signs seem to be covered in the dust storm that constantly comes around. Some of them you can make out at least the shapes, and some of them seem to look like a horseshoe, or at least different geometric shapes of like cutouts. And clearly there was an establishment on 1 or 3 of the buildings that you see, but everything looks worn down. The desert has a way of wearing down everyone out here.
Man, it's rough. It's rough out here. Only the strong survive.
This place is very small.
Well, I don't think enough people would want to live in a place like this to make it not small.
I don't see why.
Not
Seems
everybody comes from a volcano.
Well,
Bunch of weeps.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty temperate.
even
Fire resistance.
Like, temperature aside,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was scratching my arm.
if Younguk is, like, lush jungle, correct?
Right, part of it is, but along the coast in the southern part where I'm from, it's a little bit deserty. Not quite as deserty as up here, but near the mountain especially, it gets rough. But
Deserty or deserty?
it depends on the day.
I don't want to speak for all people, but I do believe most people do not find deserts desirable.
You can have that opinion, Nicholas.
I mean, desserts can be pretty desirable.
Oh, that's true. I like to be there
You're
only on
not
those
funny,
days.
Tullius.
It is funny, you're just not laughing at it.
I will say, though, a dessert tonight would be a good send-off for our quest tomorrow.
This guy's got ideas. He can
Good
stay. He can stay.
Zeph makes no motion, has no problem.
I think he's in.
He can stay, especially
Oh,
if
yeah,
he
he doesn't
pays.
say much.
Everyone take an inspiration die for excellent role playing. Everyone gets a D6 inspiration die. You can use it at any point tonight. That made me so wholesomely happy on the inside. I saw the entire group walking down this desert town, having a wonderful conversation with one another. That was awesome.
About the desert.
I loved it.
It's too fucking hot though.
I absolutely adored it.
We are leaving.
But I should probably get out of here. Should probably go soon.
I'd like to check out the ship.
Oh, yeah.
a bit.
So we don't get lost tomorrow, let's find out which ship is ours,
Right.
so we know exactly where we're going.
Yeah. We don't want Barrel to leave us.
Yes.
Looking for big ships.
You guys hook a right through one of the alleyways that lead toward the and they're pretty wide. The houses give plenty of space between,
Right.
so no one has to do trapeze acts to get through. But as you walk through, you can see 3 ships in port, 2 of them of modest size and one that is very, very large, what you assume to be Barrel's ship. And outside, you see people loading all sorts of things on there. You can actually get glimpses of Barrel on the ship shouting things out at people as they're loading things, and a nice mix of people on that ship as well. It seems like the seas always has a way of bringing the strangest of characters together. And on it, I can't remember what I actually called it, so we are just going to get rid of whatever I did last session. And the ship itself looks as I'd say, it might have been, was it the Stargazer?
That sounds right.
Rings a
That does
bell.
sound right.
It might be, that's what came to my head. So
Stargazer feels good.
we'll go with the Stargazer,
Feels nice.
as there is a clear written star engraved in blue paint on the side of it. And you can see carved Stargazer onto this massive
Does that look
ship.
similar to what he has?
He has
the insignia on his arm.
similar, but not exactly
It is
like his.
distinctive.
It is distinctively different. No, they are not followers. That would be hella crazy.
That would be a very.
And I would be
strange.
hella unprepared.
How tough does the crew look?
Just give me a perception check. It's got me there.
20.
Nice. Disproportionately, there's a lot of orcs on the ship,
Alright.
so they're pretty strong.
Like orcs or half orcs?
Orcs.
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 Oh shit.
And with that 20, you can even see toward like some of the stacks. There's actually pallets of goods they're putting on, and there's an ogre that is lifting up and
damn,
pulling.
that's
While there's like 5 different orcs like "Grrr," trying to pull up what he's pushing up right now onto the ship.
Finally, I
With
can
the
get a
crane.
spotter.
But you still see a merriment of halflings, gnomes around there. No sign of the captain so far.
Well, they sure got a lot of muscle.
That'll be handy, I'm sure.
I'm sure you'll fit right in.
He can stay.
Damn, Ignatius is winning.
Yes. Where is he? There he is.
Does anyone have anything else they want to do before we return to our abode for the day?
There wouldn't happen to be any potion shops in this port, is there?
You could give it a look. Give me an investigation check to see if there's any potion shops.
What about
Ooh, a solid 8.
You spend about a half an hour roaming the very few shops here, peeking your head to every single one of them, and none of them seem to reflect a potion shop.
No potion shop or apothecary or anything.
Not that you can find in Old Town.
Kind of restaurants.
Okay.
Are you looking for restaurants?
Sort of. That's one avenue. What kind of restaurants are there?
There's one.
Alright.
Is there someone that does?
No, that's the tavern.
What about pastries?
But restaurant-wise,
Pastries, desserts.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about doing that.
Bakery.
A
It
bakery.
is hard to come by ingredients out here for delectable
right
goods.
Like
on the
literally
point
the
now.
closest
But-
thing we could find to it.
But as a port city, they basically relegate all their trades to one place in town, which is a restaurant. And inside, you do see it's a little cleaner. They just make a point to not keep the dust in as you guys walk in. The desert sand hits this place, and you're immediately greeted by a halfling that goes, no, 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 no! And he has a little broom, he's swiping the dust right out. Dimly lit by all sorts of candles hanging from the ceiling.
We'll presto ourselves to make his job easier.
You see him, oh, thank you. Excellent,
Anytime.
excellent. Welcome to the Nile Restaurant.
Could you say that again?
Restaurant.
Thank you.
It's the fanciest place in Old Town.
Yeah,
Sounds fancy.
That's pretty easy.
It's fancy. And with fanciness comes coin. So make
Oh.
sure you have coin before you order here, because we don't have any freeloaders.
What kind of coin? We've got lots of coins.
Well,
Oh, the cheapest thing on the menu is 2 silver pieces.
Oh, I mean, that's a bit steep.
I think
know.
we can handle
I
it.
know, but it's only the best stuff here in Old Town.
Alright, we'll converse amongst ourselves and maybe see if we could scrounge up.
wait, what's
2
the
silver.
cheapest thing on the menu?
Like I said, 2 silver.
No. I mean, what is it?
Oh, what is it? Oh, that would be mutton.
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 That's solid.
I mean, we could do mutton for everybody. That'd be cool.
I mean, that's true.
Are you scaring the customers again? No, I'm not. As you hear a burly shout from the back, as out comes yep, the very, you could tell, eats most of his food, human chef.
Let's go, dude.
He's got his hair all tied back. He's got these long locks that are all up in his
boy.
ponytail, and it's like weaved in. He's got all kinds of wonderful stuff to protect the hair going on right now. Some sort of material that you're not too familiar with. He's got this long, like curly little beard here that's gray, starting to gray a little bit, but not completely grayed. He's got that big gut like sloshing around. He's got some stains on his apron as he comes around.
see it.
Gives you a little
I saw it before he started describing it.
as he comes out. Any guests are welcome guests in my restaurant. You have appetizers on me if you order something in
Let's
here.
do it. Free food.
I am Dexter, and that is Patter right there that you're talking to. You see him like, they haven't agreed to buy anything yet, so don't get too friendly with them. As he's still looking for little
We're
grains
really
of sand.
hungry. We could do
Yes,
it.
honestly.
We'll take some food.
Thank you very much
You
for
have
your
taken-
hospitality.
Yes, this is just this way. And there's still some
Thank
people in here, and they take you over to a table that has nice fine red cloth on it as well. It's got like a little gold outline around it, so it makes it look real nice.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
They bring some some chairs around, and you see them be like back to the hostess as a servant and a waiter comes over, and they come over and hand you menus. On the menus, you actually see quite a lot of items are offered. There's ducks, there's fox,
Whoa.
there is mutton, there is chicken on there. There's some egg concoctions they talk about, and what you guys do see is some pastries. There are desserts on here. They have different delicacies out towards this area. It seems like a lot of it sounds very spicy. They put a lot of spices inside whatever whatever the desserts they are that they're making out
Are
here.
you sure you aren't the chef here?
This is great.
It's not that spicy, Emily.
No,
People
there's
eat
just
duck?
Yeah.
spice and everything.
is.
What do you mean? Is that not a thing where you're from?
Not really. Well, not. I mean, I've seen it in what. I mean, I've seen ducks in Waterdeep, but like, I didn't. People eat them?
Yeah. Oh, they're delicious. It's like a heartier chicken, kind of. Yeah.
Heartier chicken.
A bit greasier sometimes, depending how you cook it.
I'm gonna try this.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
All right, that's 1 gold piece for a duck on the menu.
I mean, that's a bit steep, Tyrion.
Imports.
That's a bit steep. I mean, if you can't handle it,
Jeez,
just let us know.
Where the fuck are you gonna find a duck in the desert?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How much gold do I have?
What else is on the menu?
Besides what I already described to you.
Foxes.
Yeah, I just forgot already.
Fox.
Okay, that's fine. Foxes, duck, chicken, eggs. They have a bunch of different type of quiches that they do.
Fish.
They have desserts that are pastries that deal with different types of spices that are overlaid
What's
in the
the
creams.
appetizer?
The appetizer
That
coming
sounds
out
amazing.
on the table as he puts down one of those long rectangular trays. They have these almost looks like Brussels sprouts, and there's a sauce all over them as he comes out.
Let's go.
The chef comes out directly and goes, "On the house, I'm excited to have new guests. New faces come with new stories. What story do you have to share? And that will give you a free appetizer." As he scoops it back up a little bit.
I'm 1,000,000 years old.
He's not lying.
1,000,000 years old.
Yep.
Wow.
Basically.
I mean, have you ever seen anything like me before?
No, but we don't really judge much in Old Town because
I
we
didn't
get some
think so.
very strange creatures. Vampires have even walked through these places,
seen them
and some pretty crazy creatures. As he puts it down on the table, but 1,000,000 years old? I think that's a new first. As he whips out and he takes his gloves off and he puts them down to the table and he has this little like scratch piece of parchment.
It's a bingo board.
And he writes down a little note on it. It seems like he has a whole list of firsts.
That's
and
awesome.
an appetizer well spent. He puts it down there and he gets the strokes a little in before he puts the gloves back on. And he starts waddling his way back.
Dexter,
Yes.
your menu is quite diverse.
Yes.
I'm assuming you get a lot of different ingredients imported.
We do.
Do you perhaps have a honeycomb that gets imported to you? Or no.
He takes the glove back off and starts stroking his little goatee going on with a little twist, a little Jafar action.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have just got some honey recently. I could check in the back and see if we have any extra. It's gonna cost a pretty penny.
I'm just in the mood for something honey glazed.
Honey glazed? Oh, for food.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. We can do that on the menu. Honey glazed. Starts thinking.
He's an artist.
We could do honey glazed duck. That has a great interaction with the grease.
Yes. Please. Please.
He calls over one of the servers and he explains, we're going to do this special one on there for the pricing on it. That'll be 2 gold pieces for the whole deal, though.
Let me peruse my pockets here real quick.
Do you have a lot of money? I'm pretty sure you guys have.
We still need to touch base about how much money I have in my bank versus what I
Yes.
actually have.
Also,
It's not much.
Not even in my bank. I have 20 platinum and 500 gold.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
Wait. I
Yeah.
never. How much gold should my character have?
not much.
All right, I have 10 right now.
Yeah, that's
That's
about
good.
right.
Okay.
You've been
I
living
felt
here
like
for a
that. I
month.
felt like that's probably good, but I wanted to
Yep.
make sure.
And actually, you would probably maybe you did. I would say you were keeping a low profile and just eating in the tavern, so you didn't have a chance to actually go to the only restaurant in town. So it's your first time
Yeah,
getting.
I
a
probably
chance
wouldn't have gone here.
to. Too fancy.
Okay, but think about it.
All right.
No reason.
Nice.
So he heads on back. The server
Honey,
takes your order,
Sounds
takes
really
Tyrion's order of duck. So,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
paid. I took off a gold.
Okay. Anybody else?
2 gold.
I am gonna have a quiche.
Ooh, nice. All right. The server says, "Would you like any spices on top of that quiche? Anything in particular?" We also-
Garlic.
yes, we'll do clove of garlic
Yes.
over that, and we also have
Yes.
different sauces we do over the top of it as well.
Saucy.
If you have any interest in that,
How big of a quiche is it?
it's probably about yay big.
And then I get the whole thing for myself.
Yes. That's a big quiche.
That's a bit quiche.
I'll be able
Hey
to
man,
eat
I like
that.
leftovers.
I don't know how that's going to keep. Where are you going to put it in?
It's fine. Don't
Alright.
worry about it.
It's fine.
It's like as big as Ohana's head.
Sustenance for a month.
I'll just be like, use your best judgment for the sauce.
All right, will do. What about you for the big burly one here?
I am very interested in your spicy sweets.
Ooh, certainly. We have quite an assortment of different baked goods that are covered in different types of creameries and then topped off with different spices.
I would like to try the most popular item,
Sure.
whatever that is.
Well, do you want to prove something to your friends, or do you want to just have something delicious?
You've got-
Do what you want.
You've got a lot to prove, mate.
Bring it on.
We'll get the tongue flamers for you then.
Alright.
Rage at it.
We can get you a handful of tongue flamers if that's what you so desire.
Flamers.
If you end up eating enough tongue flamers, you'll get your name on a wall and a free dinner.
Oh,
For all of us or just him?
Just him.
Oh.
It's
Do
for
you-
whoever who undertakes the flame tongue challenge.
Tyrion,
I'm
you should
sure.
you should try the flame tongue challenge too.
I bet I can eat more
What?
than you, Tyrion.
You should try the flame tongue challenge as well.
Let me have my duck first, and then I'll do it after.
There you go. That's a good lad.
Bring it on. I'm ready.
All right.
How
I'm
much
curious
would that be?
about something.
Don't worry.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do my challenge first for the duck.
All right. Well, it'll be 5 silver pieces.
Five
That will
silver.
cover the 8 cookies that you have to eat in order to get a free meal.
I want to try one.
You got it. So that'll only be a 8 copper.
And how much was it for the quiche?
The quiche would be 1 gold piece.
Okay, so
Can
one
I
gold
try
piece and
3
one
of your
silver.
flame tonguers, please?
Absolutely.
I don't want
One
to
gold
partake in
and
the
one
challenge.
silver?
I'm just
Sure. Two
curious about the
silver
spice.
pieces.
Yes. Just get rid of
I'm very excited for this. Thank you very much.
Would you like any food besides? Drinks around.
Yes. What do you have for beverages?
We have a couple of fine wines. We have a couple of more of the beer that we find many people would like to enjoy. Some come from the vineyards down in Skoberheim, so far across the world. The elves have quite a way of brewing excellent beer, and some of the chilled from the Frostborn make their way over here. We have to keep it in a very special ice box, but it is very expensive. 10 gold pieces just to have a
That's a
cup
bit
of that.
rich for my
That's a bit
taste.
much. Yeah. I don't know.
We have to warn people.
I'll just take
No,
a beer.
no, thank you. Appreciate
All
the
right,
warning.
we'll get that. Get you some beer, and yes. All right, I think is that everyone's orders.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
yes,
guy.
yes,
this guy
yes. Sorry, all the excitement.
Yeah.
Of course. I would much like to try the mutton.
You got it. That's just a 2 silver pieces for
I
the.
find out
There
if
you go,
it
and,
helps me with my concepts.
Just to finish off the meal, is there like a cinnamon pastry you have?
Oh yes, absolutely. We have a cinnamon cake that is quite to die for.
Cinnamon bun.
Each layer has a different like jam we put in between it on the cake.
It's fancy
I'm
food.
so fucking hungry. I haven't eaten in a month, and I'm so hungry. This sounds amazing.
Oh no.
And then we
It's like
coat
a
it
new
in
thing.
cinnamon. It's baked into cinnamon too. It comes
What's
out
that
this
quiche?
beautiful brown and white.
And just like a slice of it.
Yes, it's
Of
only a
course.
slice. You can have a whole cake.
I'll take a slice of that delicious cake.
Well, actually, you could have a whole cake, but yes, it'd be just
Well,
a copper
I don't
piece.
need the whole
just
thing.
a copper piece for the slice.
Yes, okay. Copper piece.
Simple.
All right. So we all get that. They bring out the flame tongue cookies first.
While they're in the process of bringing it out,
Yeah.
I gotta activate my Iron Stone.
I don't want to interrupt
All right.
your dice.
It's my dice.
So now there's this little pebble floating above
Thank you.
my head.
As they come back, they were like,
Would you like some cookies?
"That's neat," and he gives it down, none the wiser. Gives you guys your flame tongue cookies.
He's cheating.
And he stands there just watching, like, "All right, you have 1 minute to try and consume all 7 cookies, and your meal will be free."
I'm gonna hold up my cookie.
Yep.
Chanuk. I'll tap his cookie.
Yep.
Bottoms up.
And it begins. All right, give me con saving rolls.
19.
19. Save.
Whoa.
13.
Save because every bit of these is halved for you. Your
That's
DC.
hilarious.
You're resistant, so everything
I knew
your DC
it.
is halved. The first one goes down, and the two of you feel this.
Nice.
It goes down easy. The cream's on it, and the cookie. It seems like this isn't hot at all.
This is wonderful.
And as it goes down, and you both pick up your second one, all of a sudden you start feeling this trickle come up. And it hits you like, oh no, it's one of the slow burners. It's the true heat. Even Tyrion feels
tasty.
the heat, but it's not burning you. But you can feel like that's got a kick. Go ahead and roll a second time.
Slowly enjoying mine.
23.
23.
27.
27, both of
Whoa.
you. Not a problem as you hoof down the other one,
27,
and you now
damn.
see the other two come back, Patton and even Dexter's peeking around as you guys are having no trouble. 1 cookie, 2 cookie, and then they start getting the grin looking as you guys take up the 3rd and 4th cookies. Go ahead and give me a con save for the 3rd cookie.
23.
Third one.
Okay?
Right. That is 25.
All right, you guys cram down 3 and 4 without a problem with those high rolls. Now you're on to number 5. Your mouths are starting to get numb,
Oh, no.
and the back of your throat is
Can I have
burning.
some of your water?
But no pain. For like, it's not like it's like there's pain, and you're like Tyrion's eyes aren't watering, but Charnook, you're starting to get mucus coming out of your nose. Your eyes are getting watery.
You're looking a little steamed there, Chanuk.
I don't know what you're talking about!
And it made con saves.
Hey, you got this, big man.
Oh no, 17.
17. You get
17.
halfway through that cookie, and Tyrion gets halfway through his cookie, and all of a sudden you start seeing sweat forming on Tyrion's brow.
no.
And
You saw the crack.
Tyrion's like, whoa, it's burning so bad. You instinctively reach out for the ale, and then you got to stop yourself, and you go, and it's looking bad. You're crying like profusely. It's coming down right now from your mouth, and you got this look of like, it's pain, nothing but searing pain right now.
I've got 2 more, right?
You have 2 more cookies,
Oh, God.
and you have 1 failure right now.
Is this death save rules?
Shauna,
No.
you can do it, man.
Go ahead and give me the 6th
Is that
con
an
save.
inspiration? Is that a
10.
D8?
10.
It is a D8.
Ooh.
You also have inspiration from the beginning.
Oh, that was a good roll.
So that is a 25 again.
All right, Tyrion, you feel the burn for the first time, and it's shocking. You're not used to ever being burned unless from magical spells of enemies. This takes you off guard, and you can see Dex starting to giggle in the back as the both of you just get slammed. Something about with each cookie starts to ramp up the heat and how they interact with one another. That's 1 failure for you and a success for you as you're just like, I'm not thinking about it.
I'm getting my second wind anytime now.
All right, last con save.
Oh,
Do
God.
I want to use inspiration? I'm going to use the
Do it.
bardic inspiration, so that's really good. That is on the dice
23.
23 plus 7, 30.
Oh, jeez. Okay, and Tyrion?
Natural 1 for a 9.
Yes!
Oh, no!
Tyrion, you can't finish the challenge. It was only 2 fails. So you come to the final one here, and as you're like, wow, that's so hot, just the shock of how hot it is, you're like, I don't know if I can get another one in. As you're trying to get it in, your chair all of a sudden just sort of gives way as you weren't focusing on your surroundings. And as you hit, like, you go and catch yourself on the ground, you just feel your whole stomach lurch, and you're like, whoa! And you stop. You look up at Charnook, who's like, oh! He puts it down, swallows it for the win, and his whole face is swollen. His eyes are basically swollen shut at this point. In victory, he has a free meal, but Tyrion, to avoid becoming a swollen mess and upchucking, you grab your glass and drink it down.
No.
Just failing the challenge on the very last one for your free
I should
meal.
have given him inspiration. It would
Well, just out of curiosity, do you have proficiency in con saves? Is that a source? of thing?
No.
Oh, but
well,
you're
yes,
resilient.
yes. I have proficiency in
Okay,
con saves,
okay.
and I have my Iron Stone, which gives me +1.
Okay. I was like, what is this? What is this weak magic boy?
Yeah, I have a +8 to my con.
That's nice, dude.
It's for concentration checks,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Sorcerers are Constitution Charisma
Okay,
for their saves.
Neat.
that's neat.
That
I
was
would like
hot.
your most expensive meal, please.
Certainly. as Patton comes over and you see him come up with this little like easel type of deal, and there's a parchment on it, and he comes up real close to your face, and he has charcoal on the other side and goes real quick, and he goes and puts it up on the wall, and there's just this like whoa next to all these other faces that are basically the same crap.
Yeah.
This is the first
But
time
strangely-
I've ever done my family proud.
It looks. He's looking over it, and it looks like a weird non-human face when he did that. And he's very confused, but he's like, I must.
Is he
have
wearing
been
his
wrong."
hat right now?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're out in public, you told me by default, generally,
Generally, yeah.
you're wearing your hat of
Generally.
disguise.
I just didn't remember if it was mentioned.
So Tyrion, it calms
You're in
very
for a
quickly
surprise.
as the time goes on. You guys serve your meals. The duck really helps
I
cleanse all
don't know
that.
then.
But you're-
For you, they
Get
bring
that.
out one of the Frostborn chilled wines,
Oh
and they bring out a chicken quiche. So there's a quiche, there's a chicken on top of it, and then there's a special sauce that seems to be all around.
Special sauce.
It smells wonderful if you could smell, but you
Not anymore. I'm gonna pat him on the back. Well done, man.
I think that was the hardest thing I've ever done.
It was impressive.
We've done it.
I salute you, Chanuk. Oh, you've got a little something on your eye.
Oh, I do.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, it's too late.
give me a con saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Aw.
Tyrion just starts
Oh.
laughing.
It was a
Natural
natural 20,
20.
but the other one is a. I still have the inspiration. No, it's
No.
funnier if I don't. It's a 14. 13.
You temporarily are blinded that eye for the rest of your meal.
How could you? I've been betrayed.
Oh man.
Where is he?
Oh,
One
Oh,
eye,
that
just
was
the
worth
one eye you
it.
touched.
Okay.
You can still see.
that was so worth it.
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm proud of
I'm
you.
very proud of myself right now.
I'm so
Taking
proud.
advantage of a poor.
Zeph has a chicken or the mutton with you as well.
Nice.
Your food is all wonderful. Tastes
course.
well cooked. Goes down easily. The duck is greasy and delicious. The sauces hit on flavors that are so different from what you're used to. It triggers taste buds. You're like, yo, why don't we have this? The Frostborn chilled wine gives you 10 temporary hit points.
Oh my
Yo.
God.
What?
As you feel this chill come over you.
We need more.
They give it a reward, like almost as a reward for this type of stuff. The chill actually helps you significantly with all the spices that end up going down. Every time you like touch and drink the bottle, it's like you can hear the winter storms across the world.
Ooh.
I instinctually would turn to Ulyrus to give him my tasting notes, but then I realize he's not there.
Ooh.
I
Brutal.
just kind of sit back and think to myself.
You alright?
Yeah, I think so. It's just when we were in Waterdeep, I would talk to Ulyrus about, all the smart people things, and talk to him about the drinks I would try to make and see what he would have to say, so he could write it down for me. He was teaching me how to do that, and I guess I'm just going to miss him. Is all.
I miss him too, but we could still keep writing them down in the memory. I mean, he's still alive. I confirm that, but we could still do it, for our time's sake.
Absolutely, that would be good. Got a find out how to get this stuff into the bar. This is the best thing I've ever had.
Charnook begins to weep out of his one good eye.
As if I wasn't already.
Yep. New tears. Tears that seem to heal.
Did
Really
you?
that good.
I pour him some.
Sure. You have enough. You very much feel the same sort of. You can hear the winds blowing of the north. You get this, like, tasting it, you can visualize snow. And it's a very. Like, the cold has its own taste to this wine.
That's crazy.
So it's like multi-layered.
Taste cold.
Yeah. So like you're like if cold could taste, it would taste like that. But then there's also some sort of like it's not sweetness. It's this like tart to it that brings the whole thing together in a way that makes you feel pretty good. And since you only can have a little sip because there's not that much of it, you can have 2 temporary hit points.
Nice.
I have never had anything like that in my million years of life.
To be fair, you only remember like the past 2 or 3 years, right? Oh, okay, sorry.
So
Things have changed.
you're a million years old.
Yep.
Oh, you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
He is a strange-looking creature.
You know what they say, copper don't crack.
I gave out the inspiration too early tonight. Great
You
lines.
can give more.
I'm already-
Dishing it out.
Just dish it out.
Have it on cue.
We'll see.
We're all divination wizards at this point.
Ah, perfect.
Yes. Important.
You must have had a fascinating life living so long.
Yeah, I think we all have here at this table. Unfortunately, I'd say 90% of that I don't really remember. So a bit of amnesia going on there. But we're getting it back, bits here and there, cool stuff, not so cool stuff. So.
Maybe we can unlock it someday.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we won't and we'll just leave it and it'll be cool.
Look forward, right?
Yeah. Can't dwell on that stuff too much.
Yeah.
There's a lot to dwell on. So, yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, million. Feel great.
My life's always been so boring.
Yeah,
Nothing interesting ever happened.
He's literally never done anything.
Who?
Oh, him.
Tyrion.
Oh, Tyrion.
Tyrion says that on the table.
Yeah.
He likes
You were
spicy
all
stuff. That's it.
He's just a lowly dock boy who likes to trick bulls.
Yep.
Trick bulls.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
He used to be a bullfighter.
Listen. I'm literally a devil. You can't expect much from me.
Now, I've seen the devil, and you're not it.
Fair point.
So much that he just does not know.
Has he actually seen the devil?
She was very pretty, and also equally terrifying.
The devil's
Wait, no, she wasn't
woman.
a devil.
She is a grim.
She was a thief. She was
No.
also.
I was talking about the Raven Queen.
Oh, yeah. She's not really a devil. She's a goddess.
She was scary as a devil.
That's fair.
Very true.
That's a fair one.
We have seen an archdemon.
Yeah, that was
So,
good.
well, yeah, an archdemon. He's a
thing. Whatever.
yeah, the big black dude that showed up in the mountain
Oh,
and
yeah, that
fought,
was
and then
great.
got wrecked.
Yeah. Good times.
What? Who? For me? Who was that?
Urtu.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, that's right. One of the gods of hell. Yeah, you did see that.
He's an
dude.
ascended Baelor. He's an
Yeah.
archdemon.
You're right.
Oh, yeah,
You're
that's
right.
right. He's crazy.
Yeah, he's just been dead a long
He got
time.
Yeah, he did.
Man, who's gonna fill that political vacuum?
Boy, that sounds like campaign himself.
That's what
You
happens.
don't want to know.
So you've seen the Raven Queen, an archdemon, and did you say Grim Reaper?
You know how to fight?
I mean, two of those are the same thing. Yeah.
Welcome to the group.
Oh, yeah.
You've sure seen a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's just like the tip of the iceberg, man.
Well, it seems like I found an exciting crew.
You know what the messed up thing is? Is all of those things are weaker.
Yep. Way weaker.
Way weaker than...
Me.
Yeah, him.
True. It's absolutely
actually-
Well, I
true.
mean, you came out alive, so I can only imagine.
It's, yeah. You should, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, be careful around him. He's
I believe it.
He's a trickster.
He's definitely a trickster.
He's a trickster.
I believe
He'll
it.
get you.
Jeff is just smirking.
So, to answer your question, yes, I can fight.
I hope so.
I've been a soldier for a long time. I've had many fights, mainly against more down-to-earth things, but
Let me give you a tip.
Yeah.
For some reason, all these archdemons and fiends and really strong bad guys, they all got puny, spindly little legs. So I find if you cap them right in the back of the knees, looks like a charm.
Oh no!
noted.
It's come back full circle.
The
Yes! The
God.
kneecappers return! The name that's stuck.
No, that's not our name.
So disappointing. You guys have come up with anything in almost a year. Over a year. So, you'll figure that shit out when it's over.
Last session. You know, I think we should be.
Name ourselves as a send-off.
Yeah.
The trust only boys.
Julian and
Alright.
Louise.
Do you guys want to do anything else besides wrap up your meal?
Content.
The night will continue as fine. You have a place to stay at the tavern. You already got that negotiated, so you have a place to sleep tonight.
Excellent.
And I mean, yeah.
I wanted to ask Ignatius
Sure.
what his fighting proficiency and specialties are.
Sure.
Because I'm curious about his background.
So, good with a sword and a shield.
Right, yeah. Standard fare.
I've been able to acquire healing ability.
Alright.
Oh, thank God.
We need
Oh,
that.
please.
Desperately.
We went over this last time, but
It's fine to rehash.
we can do a
It's totally
rehash.
fine.
Yes, I can
Sorely
heal.
needed.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
He's in.
Yeah. I've also found I have kind of an affinity with weather-related
Weather. Alright.
control.
Weather control. So, could you theoretically make this desert not as deserty?
I mean, I can bring a rain cloud in.
That's literally the opposite of a desert, so yes. Alright, cool.
I can make it hail.
Even more opposite of a desert. I like it. Nice. Hail.
Mm.
That's new.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've ever seen hail. Yeah, you probably would have in Waterdeep. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in Waterdeep.
Oh,
Yeah,
snowing? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, it-
wherever there's snow, it can hail.
So yeah. Cool.
Hey,
I think
I could get
it's
used to hail.
Anyone well met.
I could do hail. Yeah, I could do hail. Hail! Yeah.
great.
Alright, cool. Nice. Any other weather-related features we should be aware of? Is it just strictly water-based?
thunder and lightning.
Are you serious, man?
Those are probably my favorite to use.
Holy shit. Alright.
I enjoy those.
Alright, we'll
They're
keep
fun.
this guy around. I want to see all four of those, by the way.
Sure. I'm sure if we stick together, you'll get to see.
Oh, we'll be sticking. As I lick the honey off my finger.
As Zeph looks up.
Well, by the sounds of what nonsense you guys get to, I think it could be fun to stick around if you'd have me.
We'll have you. We've
Please.
loads more to tell you.
You guys can
Roads.
choose for like just to fill Ignatius in on whatever you would like. Like we don't have to actually tell him. You can roleplay if you want.
Okay.
But you could also do for the sake of like we tell Ignatius XYZ story, withhold something from him, or everything. Whatever
Okay.
you guys look as a group and can give looks or whatever, you can all decide that.
I think it's in the best interest of Ignatius if he's joining the group to understand. Maybe
least-
not everything, but
least
at least
tell
the fact who it might be pursuing us.
Yeah, tell him about Red
Yeah, that's
Norm.
probably. Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah, that's probably
Seems prudent.
for his health. Probably
For
a
his
good
health.
idea.
Yeah. Is that cool, Tyrion? Yeah. No. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Sick. Zeph. Yeah. Fist bump.
Yeah, we got this giant monster lizard man that's chasing us down.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Giant monster lizard man.
Taller than me.
Yeah, like him, and I point at Tellius, like him, but like 12 feet tall
Yep.
and really powerful.
Yep.
Bells start going off in your head, not for Ragnorum, but a very similar looking creature that was leading Madness Lizard folks around your area that were hitting the shores.
yeah.
There was one that wasn't as tall, but seemed to be in control of Madness Lizard folks that tried to invade Skober, that temporarily put the Civil War on hold, as you guys had to kick them out of the
Damn.
shorelines when they tried to invade Skoberheim.
Yeah, he's got all these weird, like, purpley tattoo things, like this one dude we met before,
Yeah.
but he was cool, and this guy's not,
Yeah.
and
it's
he can, like,
complicated.
he's, like, magical. He can
Not
like throw
following.
spells and do crazy shit, but he's also like super powerful, and it's really hard to hurt him.
Yeah.
And like regular weapons don't even touch him. It's
Yeah.
it's a whole
Absolute
thing.
Magic. It's horrible. And he's always got like hordes of like crazy lizard folk people and minotaurs. It's wild.
Well, I've seen that.
Oh wait, what?
So I haven't seen anything that powerful, but I've seen a giant lizard person leading crazed lizard folk into Skoberheim.
A similar situation, just not Skoberheim.
Yeah, he doesn't sound as... The one I met doesn't sound as powerful as whatever's chasing you.
I mean, that's a good, I guess, to know there's not more of that
Well.
fucker out there.
I would say even the encounter, what you probably saw, was the Valkyries dispatched that leader down the shore. So you saw what was left of them just tearing them to pieces.
Valkyries messed him up pretty good, so yeah.
Can't
Definitely
say
not
I've
the
met
same
one of
guy.
those. Can't say I've met a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't want to be on the bad side of the Valkyries, I'll tell you that much.
Alright, noted.
They're a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, so if you see him, he'll look like this, and I'll just cast this guy's self and look just like Ragnarok.
Sure. You see a couple people look, bah! Bah! just see you change like that, and you hear Dexter. But, yeah.
Yeah, so this. And I'll
Wow.
just change back.
But bigger.
Yeah, like twice my height, basically. I can't really do too much. I can be like maybe a foot taller,
Well.
but it's not the same effect. But this is the facial structure, this is the basic, you know,
Interesting.
quite evil looking, yeah.
What is that crystal? Oh, he has like a crystal sticking out of his chest, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
What
like
is that all
That's his
thing?
weak point.
Weak point.
Source of his strength, I'm not really sure.
Well,
The
Yeah,
specifics.
he didn't like when I touched that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when I tech cast Disintegrate on him.
Yeah, I remember.
I slapped him right on that.
well, maybe just
Back north.
fingers crossed we don't come across him. How about that?
Seriously, yeah.
Oh, I
If you
wanna
see-
see
So
him.
if you see anything like that, you know,
All right.
let us know.
I mean, if we're going back across the maw, then it's gonna be hard for him to.
That's what we thought last time, and then he
You
followed us
say that.
anyway. And remember, he knows about that thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, not great.
the maw of the world is a little bit different than the continent of Thule
That's true. That's true.
or Atat.
But again, he does have somewhere to go, so yeah, it'd really suck if he showed up there.
True.
So yeah,
Well, that's good to know. At least I know what to look out for.
yeah. So that's
Keep an
probably
eye
the
out for
extent of
giant
the most
lizard
powerful
man.
thing that we know of.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
At
in
least-
all fairness, if I saw a giant lizard man anyway, I would probably react the same. but
yeah,
you know.
yeah, that's a normal reaction.
Yes.
To that sort of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we were bros for a little bit there, but then he just went off the hinge, started stabbing people. It's horrible. I almost died. Just scary stuff, but you know, easy peasy. I can handle it.
Well, you obviously have handled yourselves pretty well.
Yeah, very strong group.
Well, it's good to know I'm in a group of competent fighters and adventurers.
And with you around, we'll be even
Not
stronger.
gonna-
Because, I mean, we used to have someone that was really good at healing and stuff, and then some stuff happened, and he's no longer with us. Well, he is, but not really.
Not really?
He's incapacitated at the moment.
Calm down, Zach.
So yeah, it'll be nice. Can't wait.
Well, I can definitely do that. Out of all the magic that I'm able to do, I'm most familiar with the healing. I've been doing that the
That's
longest.
That is really great.
I've had that before anything else.
I really can't wait to see you use that because I know a little bit, but I'm not like, in there.
I wouldn't know that.
That's really interesting.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to, when we're in the thick of it, I'll try to,
Appreciate it. Yeah,
I'll try to take care of you all.
appreciate it. You seem dependable. All right. Good dinner.
All right.
Congratulations, you're hired.
Yes. Welcome to
I
the
got the job.
Waterdeep crew.
And I think we need to
We
workshop
need to
that.
workshop that for sure. It's we don't have a good name.
Charnock and Co.
Definitely not.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I mean, I think it has a nice rhythm to it.
It seems a bit self-servicing, you know.
I mean,
just a tad.
well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, if you had said something like Tellius and the trio, or something like that, it would be really cool.
There's
I'm gonna-
5 of us?
I'm gonna count.
No,
it.
we can't.
There's
Please,
6,
we
there's
can't.
6 of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Numbers
We
don't
can't
really,
do that.
Well-
If we underestimate the numbers, then people will be like, oh, where's the rest of them?
Guys.
Or like, oh, there's so many. We expected 4 people, not 6. It might work.
Hmm.
I think we need to think about it.
You're right, it needs
Well,
work.
We have a long boat ride tomorrow, so we have plenty of time to work on a name.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Alright.
2 weeks. I've taken this trip before. Not
Well, I
the same
mean,
exact
we
one,
start
but-
the trip tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright, let's do that then. Let's get some sleep and
All right.
we'll think about a name on the entirety of the boat ride.
All right. So you guys return. You guys get a long night's rest, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Easy.
So everybody can go to the bathroom, go get food, and do all that stuff.
Easy money. That's what we're gonna do to the restaurant. Thank you for the spices. No, where are the spices?
All right. So we are now
You still aren't done with that coffee?
by the docks. The next morning, the sun's rising off the sea, giving this beautiful red glow to it. In the early
Someone
morning.
Selling seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, her name is Shelly.
And you have the day to yourselves. You can go and try and approach the boat as people are slowly waking up in this town.
Try and
It's
approach the
colder
boat,
in the
he says.
mornings, so it's really nice for you to people try and get a lot done during the mornings because of how hot it ends up getting mid-afternoon. Nobody can really do anything.
Give me that boat.
Okay, the
Let's
group
get out of
leads
here.
over to the boat, and you see, I believe.
Barrel.
Yes, the first person down there, just a standard, orc. He's got all sorts of, buccaneer-looking clothing on right now.
Oh yeah, dude.
And as he goes and starts to give you a look, he's like, are these the guys? And shouting from the top, you see the individual that called himself Barrel leaning over the edge with, a couple parchments in his hand as he's reading over, and he looks up and he goes, oh my god, they showed up!
Hi, Barrel.
Yes! Hey, Navik, why are they calling you Barrel?
Oh, good. I was gonna ask you what his real name was. Thank you.
Let him on! As he walks up onto the ship, you can see most of it's completely loaded and it's basically ready at this point. As people are going out and about on the ship, as you get on, you see the individual as Beryl look at all of you and go, "Wow, well, you're all here, so this is wonderful news. If you're going to ride with us, basic ground rules is don't fight, don't steal. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of problems, and we don't want to be locking you up during the ship ride here. We're on our way to Scober!" As he shouts over the side where no one's even around. And we're not going to Scober. And we do have that job, the one that will pay quite handsomely if you pick it up and deliver something for a particular individual inside Waterdeep that has been looking for this. So, do you want to do that still? Are you still in on that?
Who is the individual again?
What is the package?
It's just a chest you have to deliver and drop off to an area in Waterdeep. The individual will show up there, and that'll be that. It has
Is the chest people?
I mean, I just want to make
No.
sure we deliver the chest to the right person.
You'll know it's the right person.
What does that even mean?
That's how these things typically work.
All right. What's the pay?
1,000 gold pieces a person.
Pretty hard to turn that one down. What's the group consensus here?
This sounds sketchy.
Yeah,
It
I
feels
agree.
sketchy, but I don't know if I care enough because I just want to go to Waterdeep. I mean, Scober! We're going to Scober.
He catches on real quick.
He does. I picked the right people.
As long as we're not trafficking beings.
Nope. We do not work in that. Slave trading is restricted for those of the ivory tusks. They have what you would call a...
Monopoly.
It doesn't exist. That game doesn't exist.
The game is off of the term.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I can live with this then. But I couldn't remember.
What came first?
I couldn't remember. I gotta be honest with you. I was about to fuck that up. Because if it's the other way, you guys would have been wrecking me, and you would have been making Monopoly jokes all night. So there was zero fucking chance I was taking that risk if I didn't know it.
I'm like 99%
You're
sure. it
totally
came
probably
first,
right.
yeah.
But they kill anybody who tries to get into the slave trade or takes them over. So
Would
yes.
you get into it if they didn't?
What does that even... Okay.
Ooh.
It's terrible stuff.
Monopoly is ancient Greece, first arisen in Aristotle.
Oh, well.
Oh,
He
There you go.
lived, so. So there you go. They have quite a monopoly on
Just
it all.
want to make sure we're not getting into anything
As you should.
unsavory.
Oh, as you should. We're not an unsavory crew. That's for the pirates. We're not that type of crew. We have our own directives.
As long as everything's on the up and up,
Traitors.
I see no reason we can't do this job.
I'm okay. Excellent.
But I'm new to the crew, so I don't want to speak for.
When he talks about the contents of the package, can I make an insight check to see whether or not he's being entirely forthright as
Sure.
to the legal nature of the?
The legal nature of it. Okay.
Yeah, like as long like, are we selling drugs?
we are. I don't know if I care.
I don't know if I carry.
In the grand scheme of D&D, like,
Who cares?
that's pretty low on the ladder of stuff I care about.
There's just
Gotta be real.
it's skooma. Whatever.
It's something of value to determine whether or not it's illegal or not.
It's kind of gray.
Is it a power
I don't even
ladder?
know if it's gray. It's like,
I don't really care.
it just
all
seems
that
like
much.
an
I just don't
item
wanna
that
get
needs
into-
transport.
I just don't want to get into something too bad.
Script.
No, yeah. So that's
Perfect.
good. So
I agree.
We'll do it.
All right.
We'll do it.
Well, I will
excellent.
give it to you when we get into shores.
Makes sense.
And
Yeah.
there's one last check. You have to make sure the captain approves of you, and that can also be fucking strange. So let's hope.
Are you not the captain?
No. Oh God. Oh, you flattered me. No. No. That would be Captain Brigadier.
Is that actually his name?
Yeah, that's why well, it's probably time then. So as he starts ushering you guys towards the steer,
Brigadier.
as you guys go up onto the deck, you see this broad. It's about like 6 feet tall. So some of you are taller, but like shoulders and gray skin like you.
Whoa.
Just it looks got this outfit on him that is
Far too tight for his own good.
yeah. It is very much though like it's borderline pirate, but not pirate. It's not super fancy like Jaqualdin, but it's just like I'm a man of the seas.
He's a sailor.
And
Sailor man.
he goes up.
I know these types.
Captain Brigadier, you definitely do.
He would, yeah.
You would.
He would.
Here are the people that are going to take up that super special mission, and they seem quite up to the task. As he turns, instead of seeing what you might have expected as an orc or anything like that, you see a strange-looking creature or mechanism in front of you.
Describe the mechanism / creature thing.
I will. I'm just gonna get a reference up for me.
Is it not an orc?
So I can formulate a proper response to what I'm seeing.
Like where like the white comes up like in between like the jackets that they have for this typical stuff and their sea wear, you can see these big metal plates underneath his chest where pecs would typically be revealed right now.
Yeah.
The face itself seems to come down where the mouth is and it almost looks like carved in to his face. He has a small hat on his head itself. It's a captain's hat, but it's not just like
Yeah.
so that's covering everything else, but it doesn't look like he has any hair or any that on top of its face.
Do I still have Jarlax's hat he gave me?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm wearing that for this trip.
Tullius puts on Jarlax's hat. You see him. That's quite a big hat you have.
Ready for duty, Captain.
They're hired.
Let's go!
Captain, that is the final word. Hired.
Yes.
I don't understand you ever. All right, you're aboard. And you see him turn away and grip the steering wheel. Steering wheel, definitely. But the bow of the ship. That's all I gave you. So
Nice
you guys
touch
are
with
clear
the
to
hat.
sail.
I just honestly, I forgot I had it until we got on the ship, and then
If
I
ever
mean,
there
I
was
really
a time.
like it. If there's ever a time to wear it, it's
Absolutely.
aboard a ship. So
It is quite
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Got it for a cool dude.
So, first mate is over there. His name is Trollish.
Trollish.
If you have any questions, he can help you out. Don't disobey him. His
Got it.
rules are the same as Captain Brigadier's. Don't bother Captain Brigadier.
Got it.
If you have to bother Captain Brigadier, you bother Trollish.
Got it.
Excellent. We have a cook. He's amazing. He likes to be called Yums.
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 Got it. That's really easy to
I
remember.
was hoping his name would be Cookie.
There is 3 times a day we eat. He makes 3 meals. Whatever Yums decides is what we eat.
Totally fine.
Yeah, not much choice, I suppose.
Quartermaster is Silesia. She will show you where you sleep. Since we're all approved now, I'm Navik, and I am
You mean barrel?
also known as Beryl. Yes. And I help out with navigation on here and some of the other duties. So
Navik the Navigator.
Navik the barrel.
you know, you're born with the names, you don't get to choose the names.
I'm just. It's a little ironic.
You're not the first, you're not the last. Maybe that's why you would introduce yourself as Barrow to a bunch of fucking strangers.
This is not better. I mean,
Off
it's-
on your day. As he leaves you.
Oh, we're assholes. Okay.
Shall we find the quartermaster and get settled?
That's definitely
That's a
good
sound.
first order of business.
You end up
Silesia,
finding
yeah.
the pretty old-looking half-elf, half-elf Silesia, who is the quartermaster. of here. She shows you your rooms, where you stay. You share a room. You guys have to split it 3-3.
But it's just us.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to share it with the other people
It's not like a
because the
whole
ship
barrack
is
situation.
big enough
Okay.
that you guys don't have to deal with that. And
Nice.
whenever
That's nice.
this seems to be, they're prepared to hire out people for their trade business. And sometimes these rooms have been, you can tell there's like residue from animals that have been stored in here at times too. So it's utility.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah. They're smart, and they also don't openly trust anyone they just find either. But they're very much also in the
Nice
deal of
policy.
like, this is business, so we need to be able to trust some people. So that's why we have them rotating in and out. This is all pretty standard stuff, and the crew isn't like, oh, newbies who are trying to... None of that. They're just like, oh, new contractors, basically, is how they see it.
Good. About time I got some
This is
respect.
my room, and I walk into one of the
Those
rooms.
are great work.
Alright,
I wonder if they have a union.
Smugglers Union.
You keep reaching for my feet.
I'm just
So,
making sure that if I scoop forward, I'm not gonna crush your foot.
No, you're not.
I'm just, while we're in our rooms, just us, nobody else.
Yeah.
So what exactly is our job here besides... do we do anything on the ship, or are we just giving the chest to the person? Is that our only job?
I believe.
Sounds like a
That's
question
the
for
job
the
right
first
now.
mate.
I guess we can ask if we're supposed to be doing something while we're aboard the ship. It's only polite. We're our guests here.
I guess. I mean, I was just gonna kick it for a few weeks, but I guess it would be nice to help.
If Charnook, I wouldn't force this upon you. If you...
Would you please? Yeah, all right.
I mean,
Take the high road here.
if they expected us to be doing a job on the ship, that would have been introduced off the bat.
Yeah.
Or well, that's fair, but I'd like to ask the first mate, just out of politeness, being on their ship. You don't have to come, but
You can do
I'll
that.
ask if there's anything that I can do
All right.
You
personally,
can do that.
and I'll not include anyone who does not wish to be included.
Have fun.
Uh,
Have fun.
All right,
I'll go with you.
Okay.
we go to the first mate.
All right. You arrive with Drolish, who is...
Trollish.
Trollish. Is just on top of the ship deck right now. As you guys cast off, things begin to set sail. As you approach him and you ask about it, you see him turn to be like, son of a bitch! People that want to help.
Oh, shit.
Wow, we get some pretty interesting characters, but helpful? That is not a quality I see often. Absolutely, we will take your help. There's some chores around the ship while you guys are going to be on this long journey. Probably take us a couple months to get where we're going. So it's going to be a joy to have you helping out.
Of course. I mean, we're getting paid for this. We might as well earn our keep.
I love that mentality. Not enough of that around here. He seems to have an extremely high-pitched voice for a orc who is filthy ripped. Wow, that's just one of the grandest things I've heard all day. So he gives you your tasks. It's stuff around like tidying and that. No
Sure.
essential jobs are given to any of you.
I wouldn't expect
But
that. I'm
they
not
give you
trained.
just little things here and there.
Sure.
Neat.
Swab the poop.
As Tellius is like trying to do jobs,
Yep.
having worked around
Sorry, buddy.
ships,
Yep.
I'm just gonna like critique him a little bit here and there. Just like you should really be doing it like that. And I'll just like walk by, make a passing comment, and then ignore, like walk away. Don't even help him.
So he has to yell at you?
Every time he does that, well, how often are you doing it? Like once a day?
like a couple times a day.
Every time you do
times a
that,
day.
every time you do that, you just hear in your head with sending just some sort of fuming message. Like, oh yeah, well, why don't you do it then yourself, yeah? You little purple bastard. It's so easy. Yeah.
Well, I'm probably used to random work like this from working my way through
100%.
the military.
100%. This is very standard military crap.
Exactly.
Just the busy work no one wants to do.
If I wasn't so ripped and big, it'd be way easier. The ship is too small.
It's true. But it's bigger because it's an orc.
As I'm
Works out
on,
pretty
as
good.
I'm on like the
Works,
main
yeah.
deck where
Yep.
it's actually not.
Like it's very open.
Over the week, you notice that the captain almost never moves from his position on the deck. He just is always manning. You have not seen him eat. You have not seen him sleep. And he's ever vigilant.
I know what's I know what's going on here.
Yeah. So you asked Trollish about that one of those days? Trollish. God damn Trollish.
Yeah, I have 2 questions.
Yeah, what's up?
So, have you ever sailed across the Mart of the World?
Yeah, we do it all the time.
I know nothing about it. Is there anything we should expect or be ready for?
Terrible storms
All right.
typically pop out. Gigantic creatures we try to avoid.
Whoa, like what?
There's these massive, like, you ever seen a turtle?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's one, think about a really big, angry one of those bastards. Spiky back.
Oh,
It lives out in the Mall of the World.
alright, yeah.
That's pretty in there.
That sounds kind of cool.
Rumors about mythical creatures. We don't believe that shit.
Whoa.
Never seen it.
Okay.
Besides that, occasional... Ever heard of a rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, big flying bastards. They come out here every now and then.
Okay.
It's pretty rough out here if you don't know what to look for, but we do. So we never really get into it. Navik's pretty good at keeping us the hell away from that stuff.
He's a hell of a navigator.
So just look at you. That's why they. That's why they.
Across
say
the
that.
deck, you just ha!
It's a complete coincidence, by the way. I randomly assigned what the position was of that
That's
guy.
fantastic.
That's
And,
awesome.
It
was
only
meant to
dawned on
be.
me now.
It was meant
So
to be.
There you are.
That's beautiful.
There you are, Jeff Goldblum. Chaos Theory.
One of the days,
Well, you had a second
I-
question.
I
Wait,
did.
you had
Oh,
a
yeah.
second question.
And also, what is up with the captain? He literally doesn't move.
Yeah, that's pretty typical. He likes to keep a strong post. He's inspires all of us, and
It's just creepy.
well, yeah, that happens quite a bit. I agree. It is a bit creepy.
Does he eat?
He waves, and you see Brigadier waves back, and he's fine.
Does he need to eat? Does he sleep?
Not really.
What?
Never really seen it.
What kind of sorcery is that?
He's just always been that way. He's an interesting fellow.
That's crazy.
There's rumors that he came from a different world.
Oh. Okay. I've heard that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, people don't quite believe it, but he's
Oh,
certain.
I believe it.
Oh. all right then.
If anyone will believe it, I'll believe it.
Oh yeah, it's
Have you ever seen anybody like me?
honestly only people much shorter than you after they've been beat to hell,
Yeah, right, exactly.
and then it sort of resembles you.
Yeah, I've never been beat to hell, so
Oh, really?
Hard cut to
Yep.
inside that chamber with Ragnar. Ah! As he lays on the ground.
yeah. So yeah, I believe him. I believe him.
Well, you'd be the first. He has some pretty crazy tales.
I have to talk to him sometime. Oh, actually, wait. I was told not to do that. Never mind.
Yeah, don't
Have a good day.
talk to me.
Yep.
All right, what do you want to do, Tyrion?
one of the days, I was gonna go up to Ignatius.
Sure.
Hey, Ignatius,
The gracious.
Yes, how can I help you?
you've mentioned that you can do some healing.
Yes, I can.
Uh-oh.
How strong can you make that healing?
Strong, I can heal wounds, burns, injuries, sort of stuff that happens in battle. And keep people fighting.
because I have this ring, and I show him my ring of spell storing.
Yep.
Look at you being a clever.
I can actually. It doesn't have to be me that. What it does is it holds on to spells, and then it allows me to cast them at a later date. Like you can cast the spell into the ring, and it keeps them there until it's used up.
That's useful.
However, another person can cast their spell in the ring, and I can release it at a later date. So if we ever need healing in the future, I could use this as a backup.
That's very clever of you. We can definitely do something. We can do that, definitely.
Pump them with the heal juice.
All right, whatever you want to do then.
What did you have in mind? Did
Did
you want to do it now, or is this like a future type situation?
We can have something in there now just to have it available.
I'm not doing anything with the spells now, so we can just go for it.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
How I can store up to 5 levels worth of spells.
5 levels.
5 healing words.
Ew.
Well, it'd have to be 5 level 1 healing words, or I could do like a level 5.
That's good for
Cure
popping
wounds
people
type
back
thing.
up.
Yeah, so I have a 3rd level mass healing word.
See, that's cool.
It's okay.
That's mass.
All right.
I have
It's
got
got
it.
a low amount of
a 2nd level prayer of healing.
There you go.
So whichever one you want to do.
You can do both.
We can do
If he
both.
fills out the whole ring.
Prayer of Healing is a 10-minute casting time. Would that go off instantaneously?
Out of the ring?
No, it's cast as the standard spell using the caster's attributes.
Okay. So you can't like
But you can
hold
put
the
it in.
completion of the
But I choose when to activate it.
Right.
Mass healing word, yeah. So mass healing word is a bonus action. And it's 1d4 plus spell casting. So it's not a lot.
That's
But it's up to 6 creatures, so
Right.
it can hit a lot of people.
That's like 3rd level, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you could do that plus 2 normal healing words.
Yeah, and then we can do normal healing words.
And then 2 normal healing words.
Yeah. Yep, we can do all that.
That is a smart idea.
That's gonna save our butts.
Or not.
Mass healing word.
We'll never need it.
Well, I mean, if his finger gets cut off and then the ring isn't on the finger.
So, we'll reach out.
It actually fits on 2 fingers.
I'll touch the ring.
Those fingers get cut off.
Do it.
So before you touch it, I go to like the side of the deck, and I'm just kind of like looking around.
Yep.
And then you see me shoot off this massive of my scorching rays, because I don't think I can just like disperse a spell. I have to use them.
Yep.
So I just shoot off a massive scorching rays into the water, and then I do this arcane shield that lasts for 6 seconds around me, and I'm like, all right, there we go.
Alright, so just
Well, let me just.
just cast it at the ring.
Yeah, so just touch the ring, focus on it, and focus the energy of the casting, and the ring will absorb it.
Okay,
So smart.
we can do this, and
Yeah.
So you actually do use up the spells.
yeah, I marked them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now we've got backup healing.
That's
Nice.
Perfect.
You can get
Case.
those back too, by the way. Unless you guys want to do anything else today, just going to be another standard day of sale on.
Yeah, that's why I thought just do it now, because I'm gonna get them back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why wait?
All right.
Sweet. So then, I'll just do a long rest. Oh, crap, I need to do a long rest. Oh, yeah, it's over here.
Oh, this is making me feel pensive.
So, as you guys get 2 weeks into travel, you see some pretty excellent navigation through the Mall of the World, where you see some of the strangest, like, why do we just move? Like, we're going diagonal, and a lot of these very strange decisions seem to be made on how to move the ship, and are navigating through the Mall of the World with relative ease right now. Again, you never see the captain like really stray from his position or really talk much at all. He just sort of keeping his eyes out, and a strange
Man of focus.
cloudy day seems to be coming around. In the far distance, you see this big storm just way out in the distance as you guys, it's like clear as day and just a whole cloud of fuck that.
Where is it?
It's like miles away. You guys can see it though because there's like not a cloud in the sky
Is it
besides
just
that.
over the ocean?
Yeah, it's over the ocean, just happening way away. And you can see people like, all right, we gotta avoid that. Make sure we steer clear of that. And they're changing their path to make sure they don't get anywhere close to that. See, hours go by, you start seeing it closer anyway. Hours go by, it's getting closer. And they're like, we changed course. And you can start to see the captain actually stirring for the first time. As he's doing all sorts of fancy maneuvers, and all of them are looking around. And at this point, you start seeing strange symbols floating through the air as it's coming upon you. In blues and purples, in language you don't quite understand, but symbols you are familiar with, Ignatius, start to come over the deck right now.
Do these look like arcane symbols?
You can make an Arcana check.
What's all this then?
The rain starts to pelt the ship, and you hear them shouting out all different calls to one another, and they're trying to get things, getting sails in the right places, trying to not be overtaken by the storm that is almost seeked out the ship.
We battening down the hatches.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Nice.
These are not necessarily arcane symbols. They seem like a language, and this is a language you don't understand. And there you are.
I don't understand it either, so.
I have deep speech. No, I don't have deep speech. That's a lie.
You start hearing these in the sky, just horrible thunderclaps coming across everything as you guys start to get soaked. They're trying to get people under deck right now.
I'm staying on deck.
Ignatius staying in the rain, feeling the storm. What's the rest of the crew doing?
Just look at it.
You notice Ignatius is not going under deck for some strange reason.
Hey, do you wanna come on the
Wanna
deck?
take cover.
I think this is here for me.
Well, can you make it not be here? Because it's really inconvenient.
I don't control it.
God, he's one of these.
You hear more around the boat, and all of a sudden you start to see a shell on the side of the ship. Just the whole ship moves. A shell just goes under the ground, and you see the captain. He looks over and turns to the crew, gives this like look, and there's like a little glow to his eyes as the darkness has come. And as the rest of the crew looks over to the captain, all the orcs look to him, and you see him go, "Buckle."
That's the first thing he said the whole time.
You see the rest of them go, and they start like strapping themselves to the poles and stuff like that. And as it all starts to accelerate, you see lights start to hit the deck
the mast.
over this, and lightning strikes start hitting the boat. And you see the captain moving side to side. As the strikes become more prevalent, you guys shield your eyes and shield your eyes and shield your eyes, and finally you open them, and you're no longer on the boat.
What the fuck?
You look around. All of you, of your crew only, minus F, are standing in front of a large temple.
What?
There are like all these stones stacked onto one on top of another, all throughout this flat surface, all the way around, massive pillars, and this big temple, could be a castle in front of you, as just this storm, never ending, is pushing water down, and behind you, the entire floor slick with water as you hear more thunderclaps around you. Those symbols that you were seeing in the air, all carved into the walls around this area. Gates, massive, the size of giants, lay in front of you inside this. A place you're familiar with, Ignatius,
Yep.
but never gained access into.
Really? I only got to
You've only visited here so
Right.
far.
Okay.
And you are in front of the storm temple you once saw before with your new companions.
I'm gonna just like staring forward at this thing, and like lean over and elbow Ignatius. Did Yum drug us?
No, I don't believe he did. I've been here before.
Okay, that answers everything.
Just trying to find the right music.
Totally normal. Yep. Just another day, another walk in the park for us Waterdeep crew people.
You know, I mentioned yesterday.
I know, we haven't thought of anything.
Yeah. You asked me about if I followed any gods. Well,
Nope, not that one. Not that one.
That's like the game over screen in Mario.
well, I'm not sure
Oh, I
if
know
it's a
what it
god or what sort of power this is, but this is kind of this is who I follow, I guess, the storm. This is the temple.
Do you have a name of an entity?
It's just the storm as far as I'm... all I know is it's the storm. I haven't learned of any name or
That's okay.
anything like that. It's just the storm and the will of the storm and what the storm wants of its followers, which are usually very difficult to figure out. But yes, this is the temple for the storm. And I've never been in the gates, but maybe it's time to go in.
No, I think we're just here to take some pictures and walk around and, just see the sights.
As you turn around saying that, you see all the water is coming off the edge that just goes into an endless fall. It just seems like you are in some sort of realm of the storm.
For once, I would like to just, get from one place to another, I was looking forward to the boat ride.
I would like to get from one place to another by our own volition and not be unconsensually sent someplace.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be really
He didn't even
fantastic.
ask first, It's so rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always, you must do this to get to here.
Or just like, you wake up and you're in a new place.
Yeah. Curse you, fates.
Well, I apologize for the inconvenience. The storm
It's not you, dude.
kind of takes matters into its own hands and tries to lead you on the right path, so I guess there's only one way forward.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, we literally have nowhere else to go.
I try to open the gates.
As you approach the gates, you can see the doors itself, blue fires come from the bottom and green from the top, guarding the gate, and all these insignias come out, and you can see different plates that have different glowing symbols on them right now.
Any symbols I recognize?
They are the ones you typically see floating around you to place to place.
I've seen those symbols a lot. I still have no idea what they mean.
If only we had Ulias with us.
Let me see.
He would know instantly.
Probably.
Oh,
Well, they're definitely a language. They're not magic. Well, at least not magic runes.
Right. I'm gonna just take a seat, let you guys figure this one out. You call me when you need something to be.
As you turn around and sit to not be a part of this, you start seeing storm elementals patrolling outside.
Come on!
You see this wind creature just and then what you ended up fighting your first time when you were here, when you
first
took too
time.
long.
Yep.
So you
Oh shit!
I stand up and I grab my sword off my back.
It's
been a hot second since I've had to use this.
They're still in the distance and I haven't noticed.
Use what? What's going on?
Use those things.
Oh yeah. So, last time I was here, I wasn't able to get through the gates, and I was here for a bit, and they, after a while, they did attack me. So let's
All right.
try to get out of here.
Let's figure it out then. I'll just keep my eyes on them.
Yes, please do. And you said the symbols were also just around the room.
So it's like basically you walked up steps, there's a gate to big doors, fire's blocking the gates right now,
Yep.
and just on the sides above you about 30, 40 feet, there are 4 symbol plates right now glowing.
How far above me?
About 40 feet.
40 feet.
Yep.
Damn, out of reach.
Yes, you can't casually touch them.
We all boost each other up.
Did they ever show up in a particular order?
Did this happen last time?
No?
Oh, shit. This did not happen last time, so, I mean, we're
You said
farther,
you've
I
seen-
guess.
You said you've seen these symbols previous.
Yes, in the storm, like the storm when it tries to communicate, like its form of communication, they're around.
Well, is there a particular order that they appear in? Like, do you see one then another then another? Is it like left to right, like a word on a page?
They can be pretty erratic and random.
It's basically random.
The numbers, Mason.
That's exactly what you
What the-
what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, very much
It
that
seems
similar.
very sporadic. Nothing, no pattern, no order.
All right, time to experiment. I'm gonna point my fingers up and at the second from the left
Yep.
symbol, because it's 4 in a row, correct?
It's 2 on one side, 2 on the other side.
So on the left side, the second one,
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
As it hits, you see the glow fade, and some of the fire, green fire at the top, shuts off.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
It's one of these.
I think I have an idea.
Do it.
I'm going to stand back, kind of get all 4 in my eyes, and I'm gonna cast a level 3 Scorching Ray.
Okay. As you
So
do
that's 4 different rays, 1 for each target.
that, as the scorching rays
buttons.
come out and hit all of them, 2 of them sink in, and the other 2 seem to, it has no effect, and they don't get sunk in. But you see the top green fires turn off, the blue fires are still on at the bottom.
Maybe a different element.
That might be what it is.
Fire takes the top, something else takes the bottom.
And as you guys think, they all kick back on, and you, as they're kicking on and off during this, you can start seeing the storm elementals turning and
Let's figure it out.
noticing where you are. And as they're getting closer, you can start hearing a language you don't understand. A big booming voice in the sky starts saying, "What the fuck? Who knows?"
Where are the other? Like, where are they in relation to us?
Which one?
The ones that didn't work.
They're just below it. So like, there's
How,
2
how
here,
long
meant,
did
like,
they stay
how high
sunk
are
in
they?
for?
30 feet.
I'm gonna use control water,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to use some of the water that's everywhere.
Yeah, it's literally
and
raining.
just kind of send it up to her. So actually, does this take anything? So drop it on. So I have a bag of dust.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take it out, just send water up to hit the 2 that did not go away.
It goes up.
And at the same time, I'm gonna shoot firebolts at the others.
Both hit. Turn off, and you see the doors open.
Go, 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 go.
Let's get out of here.
All
I'm
right.
glad that worked. That was awesome.
You guys
You guys are so smart.
walk in, and
Really good.
they're slowly like you just see these like slowly coming towards as it's like
Close,
and they're
close,
coming close and just right before they get to you guys.
All right, that was good.
I don't
That
know
was
if I
good.
can punch lightning, so that's probably for the best.
Inside here, you see long open areas, but with all this like constantly running water through like these cobblestone structures all around you, and up toward the ceiling there seems to be this moving cloud of storm, and you hear this there. There is this floating ball of water way down that you guys can see, but also like a ring in multiple levels, and it's about 5 different levels high, and all these different pillar structures and round surfaces that go all the way up to the top of that storm in here. There seems to be all these different doors, 2 to your side, like 2 on this side, and then potentially forward underneath as you guys walk into here. You can see other doors that seem to have other contraptions blocking them. Different, like, lightning is striking down one door, another one is just like watery and shimmering. There's all these different looks around here. It seems like all of them are similarly puzzled. They all have these different mechanisms to keep them locked that are not typical.
So we got the room. We got the central spire with multiple levels.
Yep.
We got 4 doors.
Yeah. There's 2 on the bottom.
2 in the bottom.
2 is like as soon as you came in. So as soon as you came in, there's like 2, and then you can walk straight, and there's a big open area where there's a strange fucking floating glowing ball pillars and stuff. And then there's actually a cutout of all these like different blue, red, purple, green fires that are inside this like whole misted area beneath the storm. And it's pouring, but these fires are remaining active despite the rain. And then of that square down there where all that mist is, that seems to be pouring into all the different layers, you can actually see elementals at the higher levels just like patrolling all the different levels inside the circle. So it's like square box into then like an open circular chamber that goes up.
Alright.
Alright.
You guys know where we're headed.
Huh?
What feels right?
We might have to just go through each door. There might be a different thing behind each door that we need to do or find.
Alright, what's your gut telling you the first way to go?
What? So there's 3 doors left?
4 doors, 2 in the beginning that didn't even look like you could open them. They just looked completely locked down. You can always investigate them further. The other 2, one had lightning with it, and the other was like shimmering water.
Okay. I'll go to the water one first, since I
Okay.
get 10 minutes to control water, so
Yep.
I'll do that one first while I have it.
Yep.
There's just shimmering water?
Yep.
Can I try to move it with control water?
Yep. As you try and move it, it moves away and it just shows a normal wall.
I'll put it back.
And you put it back, and you hear, "Not ready."
Did he just hear that, or is that everybody?
Just them.
That's hilarious.
It's harsh.
I wanted to make some kind of snarky comment, but I didn't hear it.
What's harsh?
Voice said not ready.
Now, your game, Orhana.
So maybe lightning first?
Or maybe start at the beginning?
Because you guys are deep. When these doors are deep in.
Oh, okay. So there were the 2 in the beginning that looked locked down.
Yeah.
I guess let's try those first.
As you investigate those doors, you can find no possible way in.
They're
Even
locked.
you don't even need a roll for that. They just seem. That's a fucking door. I don't know
You're not
how I
getting
get
through it.
There's no handle. There's no. It's just the outline, but I don't know how I'm getting through this.
Bullshit.
You do. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Bullshit.
Keep my eye
Oh,
on
I
the
rolled a
elementals.
19, so I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
Nice.
It's like a 28
Yep.
for you, right?
I think it's 28.
28.
Boom! Oh, it's a solid. You feel that. And you can even feel like a little koosh on the side of it.
Damn.
You hear a little lightning clap too, but unmoving.
Won't open.
Maybe not these doors.
Won't open.
Let's try the next closest door that it looks like we could probably get through. The lightning one, probably, right?
Well, you went. Okay, so you go to the lightning room. 1. What are you doing? It's just this constant of lightning coming down.
Lightning.
Tell you to touch it.
Look it.
Stick your tongue out.
Might as well try it. He's got some healing, so let's do this.
Okay.
Stick my hand.
And you feel, as it jumps to your finger, it feels like your lightning that you've used in the past. And you can feel like, is this where it comes from? And as it's channeling into you, you hear, not ready. And you feel,
Still not ready.
the entire group just like,
What are you ready for?
stop with that performance anxiety.
It's alright, it happens to everyone.
Alright.
Is there any other doors other than?
There's the ball.
I'm gonna wander
go to the
over to the
ball.
big ball of
Let's check out the
water.
ball. Yeah.
Alright. You guys wander to the ball of water, and it looks like a thick, shimmering ball.
You know, your average one of them do.
It's strange as fuck, but it looks like if you were to scoop out a bucket of water and throw it up in the air and freeze it, that's what it looks like. It's in the air right now. It's in front of the cutout arena where all the torches are lit under this stormy sky right now, and it looks like it's dense in color in the middle.
Could you move that?
Do I? Would you say it's still 10 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we were quick enough. I'll try to move it with control water.
As you move it with controlled water, you see this metal ball is revealed now. The water goes out, and all of a sudden the metal ball, you see these wings come out. And you hear, "Prove your worthiness!" And you see the familiar
boy.
face of a Valkyrie.
Oh!
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Get out of
Get
here.
advantage?
Yeah, because of barbarian.
Barbarians, man.
Okay, Matt.
As long as you aren't cheating.
I'm not cheating.
I'm gonna use my DM's inspiration. It's a 1.
Oh, it feels bad, man.
Oof, rough.
It's okay.
All those good feelings.
Hey.
When he said wings come out, I half
My
expected it to be a
initiative's
golden
+1.
snitch.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Rough.
Not even
what?
close.
Rough.
I was
Do we have to
picturing-
catch the
rough.
snitch?
This was like 3 or 4.
Harry Potter!
I was picturing.
This makes much more sense though.
Snitch. Like, what's the? It's
Curse
the
you,
metal.
giant 20-sided die.
The metal that like gets all wobbly, you know. Adamantium.
I have no idea what you're
For
talking about.
Wolverine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
adamantium.
Yeah. That's what I had. Just like a ball of liquid metal.
Look at Italius though.
Got that. We gotta go over to this.
He's painted.
Oh shit.
Is the other thing gonna come over?
Look at him.
You gonna help? Hello?
He's painted.
Hello. Hey.
Wow, they're struggling. I gotta move this over. Italius is really well painted.
Hey, look at him.
me
Yeah,
see.
he is. Look
Look
at
at
him.
him.
Orhana too.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Interior got painted as well.
Oh,
Who's
look at
this?
those blue pops in the crevices.
They're not
That looks
Ah.
fantastic.
Italius came out really well.
Of course
Nice
he did.
job.
I gotta do a lot of work. I was doing
Look
all
at
of them
Orhana.
now, so
Yeah,
He
I
looks
wanna see.
amazing.
yeah. Interior's pretty good. I gotta go through another
That's
coat of
awesome.
purple though.
Nice
yeah.
job, Reed.
Yeah, I did the
Well
other two
done.
too.
Who's this? Tyrion?
I didn't get through all of them though.
All
It's
the
a
purple.
lot.
Oh,
to
we,
paint
might,
all
we
of
might
them.
need to
Tyrion.
remove
Oh, he's got
the
fire.
overhead camera. It does not want to focus.
Come on, buddy.
There you go.
Who is this? Sorry, I'm taking them all off so I can look at
Look
them.
at you.
Dude,
I know, right?
What kind of paintbrush do you use to paint
Matt.
these?
Very tiny.
I'm gonna say it has to be like
Zach.
the tiniest
Zach.
bristles.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
It's literally
That's
one
gorgeous.
bristle.
Man.
It's just like
Oh no!
eyelash in size.
I know, right? Almost a crisis.
You didn't really.
I'm gonna stop recording it and then try and reload it and see if it'll fix the autofocus problem right now. Hey, we
Did.
are.
I know what this is.
You sure do.
I'm very
getting out.
familiar.
Oh, I'm not over there.
All right, I got a roll initiative for the Valkyrie.
Oh,
36.
No.
no. This one's weakened.
I hope. She just got born, so I don't know.
All right.
popped out of her
Just
little
popped out
mental
of her
Oh
embryo.
man, half of us are
Tullius.
facing the wrong way.
What?
You're not. You guys. You're all facing it.
I know.
Initiatives. Give me initiatives. Who has high initiatives?
Ooh,
I got
20.
He looked at me and said my name like I had a high initiative.
Oh, Justin, I thought you'd be off brand.
No.
20?
15.
15, 20 you.
This is
20 is Char.
15 is not bad.
15 is relatively high. Ignatius.
Yep.
What else we got?
16.
Take a
16?
second.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Orhana.
Tyrion, what'd you got, dude?
He asked for the high ones first. Yours wasn't that high.
2.
2
I
for
know.
Tyrion.
I know what my first thing is going to be.
11.
I love it.
First thing.
All right, top of the order, Charnook.
Yes.
As the wings
Doesn't
expand,
matter.
you hear this "Prove you are worthy" in this high, shrill voice, this shout of the Valkyrie. I also need everybody to make a
Wisdom save.
wisdom saving throw. Thank you.
Oh, that's 20.
Let's go, dude.
When it matters.
11.
17.
Okay.
Wait, what are we rolling? I
Wisdom
was reading
save.
something.
Wisdom. You can
Wisdom.
rage
16.
at the same time as this. Okay.
Ooh, free range. Nice.
Oh, like it'll burn your bonus action like you would do
Wisdom.
anyway. Since you're top of the
Wisdom.
lineup as this is
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
I'm basically
Wait,
allowing you
straight
not
wisdom?
to get fear.
I can
Save.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Because it wouldn't make sense as you're instantly going to be raging when the shout's coming in.
Let's go.
20.
All right, everyone
Non-natural.
saves. Everyone saves then.
No, nice. I was like, I'm pretty sure clerics have high wisdom.
It's kind of their thing.
It's kind of their thing.
Okay. Charnook, what would you like to do?
A rage.
Okay.
What?
The form drops.
Yep.
So, you see.
Ignatius, you see a bull minotaur in front of you where once Charnook stood.
I run forward, I pull Adam West's
Yeah.
sword out,
Yep.
and
Forgot to
I
mention that.
slash him.
Her.
Her.
And go
Do
ahead.
you like
Roll a hit.
surprises?
And as it hits against her armor, which has all these signets that you've seen, all tattooed or engraved into her armor, what you do notice too, her helm has all these jewels inside them, and they all have this design of like lightning fading down from the
I think so,
wings
too.
into the
Sure,
body of the
green.
armor.
19,
Uh,
27.
27 hits.
Alright.
And you hear this ding as you hit it, a very happy because there's no getting away from that shit.
Ooh! Max damage!
Nice.
Let's go, dude. That is 16 slashing
Shit, I gotta
damage.
remember all my crap.
16 slashing ripping damage, and she has disadvantages on all attacks that are not against me.
Okay.
The spirits fly forth from all throughout my body as thousands of spirits begin to float through the room.
They start swirling around her, and up top you see these faces carved into the higher levels start opening up, and you can just see water not pouring where you guys are, but pouring into other like down as rushing water hits all of you, or like hits the side, setting more of the atmosphere. Okay, is that it for your turn?
Right.
It is now Orhana's turn.
Oh, I'm earlier in the lineup than I thought.
Trying carving into it, and you can tell as your sword's going through, this is the finest steel around that they might be. It looks like even stuff they use to craft the finest of the weaponry back home. I'd say Charnook would recognize adamantium.
Oh, word.
Adamantite, yeah.
That's Butler. I need it.
I need it.
So I don't want to shoot her quite yet,
Sure.
because, like, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not sure that I hate her yet.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty early on, you know? Maybe she's
This
not
is
terrible.
very rational, and I'm very proud.
This is off brand.
Or Orhana learned something after a giant lizard thing was murdering the world and a boat exploded.
I didn't learn shit.
So she's just gonna hold an arrow. It's
Yes.
I don't know if I rolled a hit now.
No.
No, you hold an action.
Yeah, you hold your
So you
action.
Oh, okay.
you're basically, you probably don't have it drawn
Gotta
yet,
throw
but as
my
soon
feet.
as you, for whatever trigger you want, Orhana will draw and shoot whatever
Okay.
she.
And then the
has.
trigger is like if she attacks, like obviously, one of the cohorts. I did already roll it, so I'm just gonna stick with it
That's totally fine.
because I didn't know.
That's fine.
Okay.
What is it, just for my?
It's a 22
Okay, we'll hold
to
on to
hit,
that.
so it probably hits is what I'm
You
thinking.
do get all 3 if you hold your action.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Everything else, I'm pretty sure.
Actually, that depends on who you're talking about.
She's a fighter.
No, but if rules as written, you only get 1 attack.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Okay.
I also have massive issues where they're like, you can't move if you hold an action. That annoys me.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay.
I'll see how it plays out. I'm more
Homebrew
loose-
rules.
Yeah, I'm more loose on that end because it allows you guys to do more fun stuff and more
Rule
dramatic,
of cool.
to a degree, but also there's still a box.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, keep going.
So Orana pulls it and she's ready. She gives a look over to Ignatius because it is now your turn. Seeing what's going to happen as the Valkyrie's wings are out and it's a big slash.
How big is this room?
It's massive. It's like a hall, but very wide.
60 feet sphere could fit in here.
Oh, absolutely. This thing is built for giants.
All right. So I'm going to. All right. What does this take? Oh, nothing. Okay. So Ignatius is going to lift his hand to the sky,
Yep.
and kind of like moving around a little bit, and a storm cloud is just kind of like swirl into
Yeah.
existence. That makes it's huge, 60 feet across,
Yeah.
massive, and
We're feeling it.
he's gonna do that and then bring his hand down. And while he does that, a giant lightning bolt lands right on the Valkyrie,
All right.
which ignores lightning resistance if it has it.
I am angered.
That's cool shit.
From the sky. Is it blue? Is your lightning blue?
It's like regular, like white
Okay.
blue. It's like whitish blue,
Cracks down onto the Valkyrie. Is there a save or anything?
Yes.
save, probably.
It's a dex saves of 16.
Okay.
It's pretty difficult to dodge lightning. Just gotta say.
She will have to burn a legendary resistance.
Nice.
Excellent.
First round.
Yeah.
Let's go, D.
Alright, so
I feel like a goblin or something.
You got that with the other campaign.
I know.
You got that with the other
I know,
campaign.
I know.
I gave space.
I know. Just once in between, just like
You will. All right,
Abandoned.
just calm down. Just fucking calm down. You got a new character in part of your party. This
You're
is
right,
par
you're
for the
right.
course.
they roll up and they're like, "Oh shit, these guys are high level," and we just bop them.
Yeah.
okay. Is 0 a 10?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit. Alright, so that's yeah.
That's a lot.
18, 25.
Wow. Wow.
25 points of damage.
Well, is it half if they say?
Yeah, if they say it, it's halved, so. So that's this. But no resistance. It ignores it.
Yep.
My lightning is potent.
Goes through and hits the ground, leaving a black mark of ash beneath. That's quickly wiped away by the continuous storm that's happening right now. Okay, so that hits. That does that. The lightning sieges through the Valkyrie, and you hear a little bit of a squeal from her, but she's still looking fine.
Alright.
She's just a lass.
Anything else?
I'll end my turn.
All right.
That's good enough.
The Valkyrie will take. Well, she's already floating, but her wings flap a little, and they go back, and you're and she then pushes forward. She goes back 20 feet, and then pushes forward towards you, Charnook. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
I have advantage on him because of primeval
Yeah.
awareness, barbarian stuff.
Sure.
Barbarians.
It's not the dex save.
Yep.
14.
Does not save. As you try to turn away from the Valkyrie, she's too quick. She grabs your face and drags you into the ground. And as she's dragging Charnook across the floor, lightning is just going up as you're being dragged through. That is going to be
Lots of bludgeoning damage. Give it to me, DM.
No, it's gonna be lightning damage and
All
bludgeoning
lightning?
damage.
Okay.
That gets halved. Wait, it's lightning?
Rip barbarian.
No.
Oh, dude.
I'm raging.
No, go back.
No. That's not how this works. I rage. You hit me. It's halved.
12
This is how
points
this
of
works.
lightning damage.
Okay.
It's 12 points of lightning damage.
Oh, thank God for 10 HP.
And then
You had like 10,
You would have
right?
lost the 10
Yeah,
HP
probably,
after
yeah,
a long
that's
rest.
That's All right,
That
pal.
was weeks
and
ago.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. So that would be halved.
Okay.
And now she will take her action since she had you grappled at the moment. And she is going to be trying to
So
snap
that-
your neck.
That was just her
Oh,
movement.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save?
As her first foot comes down with these metallic plates, it just cramps into your neck.
Okay, that is a 25.
25. Damn. You catch it, and you push the Valkyrie off you. And as she's floating about 10 feet off the ground, you're all right, but you are now prone. So you guys went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Damn.
And now she's here.
I'll move to one of her towers, and that will then bring up Telly's turn, unless Orhana wants to give her.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
shoot
would
her
trigger.
now because that would trigger.
As
fairly
he
aggressive.
pushes her back, that's when you're able to shoot, and it just hits into her armor.
That's one.
Okay, right, I got 2 more.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so we said that was 22, so I got 120, and I think the other one probably doesn't hit. That would be a 13.
20 and 13 don't hit.
Okay.
Okay, go back.
21 probably.
Roll
I'm gonna
damage for the 22.
Roll damage for the 22.
Okay, I thought he said no damage for the
Aren't you on
22.
the
I was
air?
like, what the heck?
Are you gonna sauce it?
No,
What am I gonna do?
it's 7 points of damage.
Sit. Got him. Bet she has resistance.
Maybe. We'll find out. No cheating now.
Playing your move.
I am.
I got my next like 20 moves figured out. How long does it last?
Probably a minute.
Ten minutes. Yo. Call lightning lasts 10 minutes. The spell is amazing.
That's a lot.
Fun fact, my hit modifier is 13.
Nice, dude.
Alright.
So I can cast one spell and just go to town.
Alright. What was the damage?
7 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Alright, so that goes off and helps Chernuk push the Valkyrie off as she then takes her little floating above everybody. That brings up Tyrion's turn. Nope, Tellius. Tellius first.
Yeah. Far away shit.
What's that?
Was she 10 feet in the air at that?
Yes.
And these squares are 5?
She's dead. Killed her. Got him.
Can I try to jump up and grapple her?
Sure. You
How
can
high
attempt
is
to.
she?
10 feet up.
Yep.
My
We've
strength,
Yeah,
established.
you can.
my strength is probably high enough where I could vertically jump and
Yep.
try and attack her.
Yeah, if I can do it without a giant strength spell.
Sure.
So what is that, like athletics, right?
To grapple her? Yes, I believe so.
Okay. It's
Well, so it'd be a strength contest, but to jump is the athletics. To
okay,
grapple
to jump.
is the
Okay,
strength.
so to jump,
Yeah.
it's just a 15.
Yeah, that'll do. It's just fine. Even though it's wet and oh yeah, yep. It is slick right now.
And then for the grapple, I rolled a 23.
She is going to burn a legendary resistance.
She would do that.
Get them all out!
to
Get rid of
avoid
him.
being grappled. So
Alright, I'll make an attack action then.
Yep.
As part of my. Can I still do that even if I don't technically grapple her? How does that work?
No, you
It's
burn
an
your
action-
action
it's
to
an
try and
action
grapple her.
But isn't a grapple considered an attack? And if you have multiple attacks per action, you
Right.
can still attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Rules
fair.
monster.
The grapple action replaces one attack action
That's
if
what
you
I
have
thought.
multiple.
Then you're good to go.
Thank you. All right.
So Telius goes up and tries to grapple her, and just as you're starting to force her down, you see her push the wings out. The metal cuts your hands, and you come back, but you're still grabbing down with one hand. And you,
with my scimitar in hand,
yep,
will make another attack.
go for it.
Get her.
And
Get
so
her.
that's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, okay. Lovely. Here's my D12. There you go.
Nice.
Yo, nice.
So that's D4. So that's 11 slashing
Okay.
and 1 frost.
Yeah. Get her.
Got him.
Frost.
And because I wield 2 weapons here, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's
You're
up to
jumping
you.
up, sure. Just
Okay, I can use my bonus action to make another attack.
go ahead.
Cool beans.
That's a.
Two
Yeah.
weapon fight.
18.
Does not hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay. Is that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. She's gonna burn a legendary action.
Well, actually, hold on, wait.
Okay.
Sorry. And then because of this feature, when I take, I'm gonna defensive flourish, which means whenever I take the action on my attack action on my turn,
Yep.
my movement increases by 10 feet until the end of my turn. If
Mhm.
my weapon attack hits, I can use one of those, and one of them hit. So
Okay.
I'll use the Bardic Inspiration and add that to my DC or my AC.
Okay.
Until the start of my next turn.
All right.
So 8. So now my AC is 21
Okay.
instead of 20.
Well,
Because I
cool.
rolled a whopping fucking 1.
All right.
Sometimes it just
That's
be like that.
Legendary action. I need you to make a dex saving throw as she zips up into the air.
Get back here.
Cool beans. She zips up into the air.
Yep.
Can I make an attack of
Nope.
opportunity?
She's got you.
I didn't think so. 18.
18.
Yep.
You just failed.
I rolled an 18, and I have no modifier.
So just as she goes up out of your hands, you're preparing. You're like, I'm good. But as you look up, the rain is still coming down inside this area of the storm. And as you like blink your eyes down for a second and come back up, you see her crash down onto you. You take
I can take it.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw as she begins to, as she's come down onto you. She has her hand in your head, and she's now bashing your head into the back of the ground. What?
12.
Okay.
She's brutal.
That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Give me another con save.
16.
That's another fail. That is 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Use my
Again.
Hold the phone. I gotta find something real quick before you keep going.
Sure.
Alright, thank you. So what were the damage numbers now?
That one was 19. Or 18, rather. I wrote double nines on that.
Okay, what was the first one?
Do you guys remember?
I think it was around the same.
14?
It was 14.
It wasn't as high.
It was in the teens, I know that.
That's all I needed.
Okay.
Alright, what else? Do I have to do?
Another con save.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
As you go, finally, or it was strength, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, well, if it was strength.
It was
then
strength.
The second one is different.
Yes, it's strength. Because you're trying to force her off you.
Then it would be a 19 for the second one.
19 saves,
Yeah,
so you don't take the 18
Okay,
points.
okay.
Take that back.
So as you crushed once against the back, you feel the strength of the storm giants, and you push the Valkyrie back off as she resumes floating inside the air. But you are also prone now too.
Okay. I tried.
Fancy seeing you here.
Hey.
All right, it is now Tyrion's turn. Get
All
her.
right. I'm gonna. How far away am I from? I can only see the side view.
Math.
You're killing me too fast.
Okay.
You're about there. there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 feet on the ground, plus she's 10 feet up in the air.
Alright, I'm gonna move to my figure's right side and try to get within 30 feet of her.
You can do that with about 10 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna kind of cut my hands out like Kamehameha wave.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast a... Let's do a 4th level Agnazar's Scorcher.
Do it.
Get 'em, dude.
I'm gonna pump 2 sorcery points to make it a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, getting spells.
So that is going to be a dex save on her part.
Okay.
I have 4 life inspirations now.
Yo.
Nice.
That's 19.
19 saves, so she takes half.
Okay.
And that is going to be... So this flamethrower, 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, rockets out at her.
As like all the water is evaporating as it touches from the sky as it's hitting into her.
She is going to take...
Oh, I forgot something. Okay, but it can work this round. That's fine. I just gotta write a note to myself.
Gotta burn that other resistance rate.
Not yet. Didn't earn it yet.
Earned it.
That is gonna be a total of 27 fire damage that ignores resistance.
Is that halved?
Sorry, that was full.
Yep. So then half would be 13.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta do the crown.
Sometimes you got a new look.
Ever seen that?
And then I'm gonna use my action
Oh, that was just his bonus action.
Okay.
to cast a firebolt.
Classic.
Yeah, get him.
Go for it.
Get him, dude.
Classic sorcerers with their fire bolts.
Whoop. Scanlan betrayed me and ran away.
Back.
That is a... Oh, geez. 25 to hit.
Hits.
Yes.
Ooh.
I don't really know.
Neo.
I have gift cards to use. So I don't really know, which is the problem.
Okay.
I should probably just
Um,
after Christmas.
So that's going to be an additional
Here, I'll do that.
21 fire damage.
Yes. High level cantrips.
Okay. Nice. Okay. As the round ends, you see the Valkyrie take out from a sheath a sword, and she lifts it up into the sky. And you see another Valkyrie yell as she lifts it up, and lightning bolts come and hit the battlefield. I need everyone to make dex saving throws.
Shit.
15.
15. Okay. Fail.
Classic.
This is not against magic, correct?
I just have to roll high.
Uh,
No defense.
yes, this is a magical attack.
Well,
Yay.
actually, it doesn't matter
Dex.
for the dex. Okay.
Fail.
I get +1.
Natural 2.
Fail.
I rolled
you
17.
succeed. 17.
Ooh, nice.
18.
You succeed. You all take. Oh, why you do me dirty dice?
3 points of damage.
1 damage.
9 points of lightning damage.
Halved for everybody else.
No. They take it. You guys take 0.
Oh, we take
If you
0.
dodge, you dodge it. If you made your
Ah.
save, you take no damage.
Who didn't save?
Me.
You 3.
Me.
You didn't.
I took 9 damage.
9
So
points
I
of
think
lightning
we'll-
damage.
Don't do it.
Top of the round.
I just decided.
It
Okay.
is.
No, I'm gonna use my reaction to spirit shield that because I'm about to take my turn, so I might as well. I'm spirit shielding for Tellius, so that's a.
How does Spirit Shield work?
Spirit shield burns my reaction to reduce damage by 3d6.
Okay.
He's within 30 feet of me, and
Yep.
I can see him, so that's
10.
8, 9, 10, so you don't take any damage.
There you go.
Boom.
Never mind. What happens? Was it grandma? Is it your uncle?
This is Uncle Petey.
Uncle Petey.
Uncle Petey. The
No,
horn guy.
you can't name him after my actual uncle.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh no.
Homeboy rolls up and gets down Mr. President's for you, you know.
I caught you! Oh! As the lightning is going into the spiritual entity.
Oh my god.
Like slows it and he disperses it out through the sides.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up.
Yep. She's flying right now about 10 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna jump up and try and grapple her.
All right, go for it.
That's all it is. That's what it is again. Slow.
22 or 23 rather.
24. Oh, brutal.
Whatever. And I'm gonna use my other attack action.
Okay,
That's gonna be a 22.
just hits.
All right, so that's 2d6 plus 4. I'm liking this damage. So that's 14 points of slashing damage on the way down.
Got
I like grab onto one of her legs and try and slash up at her. Just pull her down with me.
As it carves into her, it's the armor is just so well made. It's,
I want that.
you come down off it, and yeah, that's that. At this point, she is going to her wings come into a ball as you drag her down to the ground, and she sees just locked into wings right now. It is now Orhana's turn.
Cool. I'm just realizing that I decided to use the option when that arrow hits a creature.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just gonna try to shoot her again.
Sure.
Let's see. I think only one of them hits.
What did you roll?
One is a 5, an 11, and a 14. I'm
None
pretty
of
sure the
them-
14.
Those are
gonna
just
add
the
modifier.
rolls.
Yeah,
base.
with the so one is going to be a 23.
The other
None of
One
them hit.
is
23.
20.
None of them
It's
hit.
like
AC went up because of form change.
AC went up.
Okay.
Because of what?
Form change. She balled up.
She kind of like
Classic.
Brian, I know the mechanics of this.
I'm very familiar. You just got a shield bash.
So your arrows go off one after the other, but as they're going off, you can tell from the wings she's now put herself in this cocoon that has increased her AC or her protection.
Lame.
Yeah.
Quite.
Fine with me.
That's all I'm going to do because I don't
Okay.
need to heal too much yet.
Ignatius, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up and go like right behind Charnook.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Mm-hmm.
30. I think I have enough.
Wow, I forgot to add my modifier to my
Yeah, just enough.
Oh, stupid.
So I'm right there, and I'm going to call down another bolt of lightning.
Go for it.
Well, it's 16 deck save for you, my friend.
Burn the resistance, you coward.
Burn it.
Be a 16 exactly.
Half damage.
So
Wow, even in that form. Literally unmoving.
That's a fair play.
It's literally unmoving. Just
It probably doesn't move. It's more or less just hits the ball and doesn't do as much damage.
that sucks.
Or Ignatius probably calls it in, and just inside this area, it's just off where the lightning strike comes down.
So that's 14.
14 points.
No resistance.
Not for you.
None allowed.
Okay.
And then I will use a bonus action.
Uh-oh. Happy feet.
Get her.
Bumble.
I'll use a
That ain't
bonus
Taco.
action to use Healing Word on Charnook.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
So this is what it feels like.
This is what it heals like.
Ah.
Not great.
What's that, 1?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
D4.
Okay.
Yeah, but spellcasting ability
This is probably 3,
modifier,
right?
which is +8,
What the?
Wait,
I think.
are you sure?
Right?
It's 1d4 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
It says spellcasting. What is it? What is
So
it?
pull up healing word.
Oh,
'Cause
right,
it's different than your to hit modifier.
Damn it! That would have been cool.
That would be insane.
Magic. I'm new to magic.
It's okay.
I
It's-
mean, it doesn't say.
Your
It just says plus your spellcasting
I think it's-
ability modifier.
So that's your wisdom
Your
modifier.
ability modifier.
So
Oh, it's
you're a
wisdom.
cleric, so it's wisdom.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so my wisdom is 4. So
it's
5 points of healing.
Oh, that feels nice.
Warm and toasty.
Is that it? You good on that while you do the healing?
I'm gonna take an action surge.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Do it!
I'm gonna do an action surge and call down another fucking bolt of lightning.
Hit him with the slap.
Get him.
That's what I like to see.
Natural 19, 26.
Fucking hell.
That's okay.
Well,
it's
I'm
still
going.
damage.
I'm going to also use. Where the hell is it?
Saucing it up. He's gonna sauce it.
I'm gonna use Channel Divinity
Oh,
to gain max damage, so it's just 30.
Okay.
that's fine.
Yes,
So-
Ryan.
15.
So goes down to 15.
Nice.
Hit him with the slap.
All right.
I love that.
On Valkyrie's turn,
So
the wings come out, and she sees all this happening. She's going to
Fuck me, I'm still proud.
fly up 10 feet and dive towards Tyrion. I need Tyrion to make a dex saving throw as she flies above all of you.
Cool.
If this is an
Fail.
attack roll, she has disadvantage.
Dex save.
It's a dex
Dex
save.
save,
So
Sorry. If there was one involved.
So takes you and drags you, so there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. So you're going to take that lightning damage too as the... and actually, yeah, no, it's afterwards, so none of you are caught up in that right now. So you're going to take the lightning damage.
oh shit.
That is 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of lightning damage. And then bludgeoning is this guy. Oh, bad roll. 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Not bad roll, but bad roll for
I'm gonna turn, extend my hand, and use Spirit Shield to reduce the 18 by 12, so that you only take 6.
That's pretty good.
So I will add 12.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm sorry.
And the Valkyrie is, as you are now on the ground
Screw
grappled, you need to start making strength saving throws.
Oh
I
shit.
should have saved it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
14.
Fail!
Oh boy.
That is 24 points of bludgeoning damage as she cracks you into the back of it. That was really low earlier. And like every time you hit, like you're feeling these like lightning spikes coming out from beneath you. Give me another strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
18.
Just fails.
Oh, come on.
That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice knowing you, Tyrion.
See you later, bud.
Literally nothing we could do to save you. Sorry, buddy.
Give me another strength saving throw.
It's something real.
12.
That is 23 points of bludgeoning damage. How hurt is Tyrion looking?
23. Holy crap.
Tyrion is looking beat to shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
One more. Give me one more save.
Jesus Christ.
4.
Oh no.
That is 21 points.
Tyrion is unconscious.
As Tyrion bashes into the ground unconscious, the Valkyrie slides his body an extra couple feet to the side.
Rude.
Jesus. You bitch.
Now she'll take her action.
Ah, that was just something she could do.
That's
Of course.
just movement.
Looking at the group over there,
Hi.
she's going to take her sword up to the sky and she's going to send a...
Is it a lightning bolt?
It's a lightning attack, but it's not a lightning bolt. I need everyone over there to make dex saving throws. Besides Tullius, you have disadvantage on yours. since
I
you're prone.
did. That was an 8.
Damn.
Fail.
18.
Am I considered over
No,
there?
you're not close to
Okay.
the range. That would be necessary for this.
Well,
Dex, my only weakness.
ugh. Yeah. 14 for me.
Fail. Save. You take half damage.
That would be nice.
So bad.
37 points of lightning damage explodes out as it conducts on the water and hits your group.
It's only 37.
Yours is halved,
Right.
so
Mathing.
18.
30.
36 would be 18.
Should I get a roll for
So you have
concentration?
the two. Oh, yep, go ahead and roll for concentration.
I get. Oh!
Nice.
Roll the 19. I get advantage, so. Yeah, 19.
And that
so
will
it's already
end the
good.
Valkyrie's turn.
I still have a storm cloud.
It is now, nope, Tellius' turn.
Did you go this round?
He is
She did.
unconscious.
Remember, she was.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
you. My bad.
Get her, Tellius.
Tellius.
Give
Two
her the
T's.
slap.
We got the.
Bottom of the initiative, guys. You've got time.
You say 37, right?
Yes.
Yep, 37.
Just trying to fix
I'm
something,
hurt now.
because there's stuff that wasn't showing for whatever reason in that class.
That's
I
okay.
need to-
Oh, the class I gave you?
Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
It is obnoxious.
I will look into that then.
Yeah, no worries. Alright,
Just send me a
alright,
message about it later.
Oh, wait, actually,
Keep going.
were those considered melee attacks? Each of those bashes?
The dashes?
Bash.
No, when she was hitting me
Bashes.
against the
Yeah,
ground.
absolutely. Yeah, those are melee.
Every single one, she took 10 cold damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Or wait,
there was
no,
4.
she just one time.
Okay.
That would have
Oh,
been
yeah,
good.
yeah, because of what the frost
Because
armor.
of my frost armor.
Yeah.
I have that.
Yep.
So it's like an extra 20.
Yep. From Thank Your Goddess.
I mean, I forgot I had it.
As the she coated in ice right now. Okay. Yes. So it is now Tellius' turn.
Get her. Get her with the stuff and the things.
Alright, I'm gonna use that for my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of mics in my way.
Separate from the
Sorry.
group a little bit. Maybe move like 10 feet that way.
Okay. 5.
Alright, that's pretty much all my movements. Then I'll use my action to channel divinity
Do it. Channel it all
and
over.
imbue my weapon with holiness.
Do it.
And
Get her.
a bonus action healing word to
Yes.
Yo, nice. I was gonna do that.
That's what I'll do.
He's already good.
All right.
Heal the boy.
At second level, I suppose. That seems like a cool level.
It is a cool level.
Yeah, so 2d4 plus 4. So, Mr. Tyrion Man, you will be getting such heals. That is 9 healing.
Nice. Wake up
Enough.
slap.
Enough to wake up.
That is enough to wake up.
Tyrion, consciousness comes back to you as Tellius is healing. You hear a musical jam in your ears that closes some of the wounds.
Is it raspberry?
It basically gets your windpipe back to where it was.
Only one person. Sorry.
Spaceballs reference. Don't mind us.
It's fine. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
She can use a legendary action, and you see her with the sword. She taps each wing twice, and you see all this lightning around her right now. And you can see this like Super Saiyan sparkle shit, where it's like around her.
Jesus.
So it is now Tyrion's turn.
I'm gonna stand up real weakly, beat to shit.
Yep.
How far away am I from the Valkyrie?
5 feet. She's flying at the moment, 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, wait.
I just don't have the pillar up.
So he's not within 5 then.
Not within 5 feet. No, she's flying 10 feet. He's
Yeah.
5 feet. Like
Space wise, yeah. I get
Yeah.
you. Just not opportunity attack zone.
Valkyrie enough.
I'm gonna back up like 10 feet.
I got it.
Thank you.
Put him
Or
in the
actually,
corner.
yeah, 10 feet. And then I'm gonna be like, you fucking bitch. And I'm gonna point my finger up like underhanded motion.
Yeah.
This focus and pump a couple sorcery points into this.
Sure.
and you see this little green line come out,
Oh,
aiming
no.
straight at her chest.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Disintegrate
Go for it.
Yeah.
with 3 sorcery points pumped in to force disadvantage on the save.
Yes.
Where
Get
are
hurt.
those resistances at, huh?
So, I mean, it is con.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah.
so it's a dex save
Oh, it's Dex.
at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's right. Where y'all at?
Burn the resistance, you coward.
17.
Barely, it saves by 1.
Fucking.
Alright, well, never mind then.
I mean, it's
Well,
still
Takes
good
half.
damage.
Takes half.
We didn't need it anyway.
Let's see, those are.
Are we killing her? Is this
Yeah,
what's
I like never missing with magic. You know,
That's great.
always damage.
Yeah.
Like barbarians is just like miss, hit, yes.
Yeah.
All right, what do
So
you got?
Now
that
it's just you
is
hit,
going to
Gotta
be.
like think
a-
about action. economy.
or you hit harder.
Yeah.
It's a total of 71 force damage,
Then half.
Ooh.
So that's
and then half.
35.
35 force
35,
damage.
Nice.
Get hit by the force. This midichlorian count is so high.
That's not how the force works.
Nice. You guys do great.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
Um,
Oh, he's doing. Sorry.
yeah, that'll be it.
All right. She's gonna burn a legendary action. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Oh. Be Dexy.
She didn't like that.
Be really Dexy.
13.
Oh,
Fail.
No, not Dexy.
Do you see her go
Wait.
up in the sky?
Wait,
And
never
then she
mind.
just-
Actually, why not? I'm gonna use your inspiration, your DM inspiration.
Hey.
Ah.
Is it
And that's 18.
One fail. One.
Uh,
Crushes onto you for bludgeoning damage.
and it doesn't matter. He is unconscious again.
Yeah, he's not conscious.
13 points of bludgeoning.
and I'm down.
And she is going to bash your head in for 1 fail, bash your head in for a 2nd fail,
Whoa.
and then
That would kill me.
oh right, is it gonna twice is gonna kill you?
Yeah, one attack is 2 fails.
What is Tyrion's last words?
Hope you prepped to revivify.
Just a gas.
I feel that.
Same.
As the Valkyrie pushes Tyrion's head into the ground, Tyrion, you have this strange feeling of you notice since you've been in here, somebody has been absent since you guys ended up in this place. And you're wondering, how could that be possible? Why aren't they here right now? And then darkness. Alright. Then that will cause layer action. The water floods the ground. The entire floor now is water. And that's going to end the layer action
deep?
turn. It's now probably up to your ankles. Charnook, it is your turn.
How high are the pillars?
Which pillars?
The ones that are near.
They go high. All these are just like supporting. Those in the middle, though, I apologize.
Yeah, it's
Those in the middle go about 15 feet high. The other ones are like 60 feet high.
Is there like a platform that it's built on that's a little bit lower that I could step on to get out of the water?
They're basically only there to like hold up what once was there.
Right.
A platform, not so much. They're just like pillars directly into the ground here.
All right. Well, I'll use my 40 feet of movement to get up onto the platform that she was originally on.
Sure.
She's still near, right?
Yes. Now this is wet, but it's not as deep as everything else because those faces now, 2 more faces opened up and are just pouring water everywhere.
I'm gonna pull out my oversized bow and
Yep.
make 2 attacks.
Go for it.
One's a natural 1, and the
Fails.
other one is a 24.
Hits.
So that is D8 plus 4. That is 6. 6 damage.
Okay.
6 piercing damage.
You got it. She's looking rough. You can start seeing holes in her armor.
Finish this.
You guys, it is now Orhana's turn.
Cool. So I'm gonna do, just shooty things.
Go for it.
Just shooty things.
Yes. Oh, none of them hit, I don't think. The highest one is
You
gonna
can
be.
do stuff for sharpshooter, I think. Maybe.
I don't think so.
That's not gonna do it then.
Yeah. 21 to hit.
Nah, all of
Yeah.
them just miss on her.
Sucks.
She being up in the air and the rain coming down harder and harder inside here. It's making it tough to get a grip on your arrows. You're shooting one after the other, and she's moving in the air too. Her wings flapping from side to side.
I'll take an additional action. I'll use my action
Sure.
surge.
Go for it.
Okay, so that means I get to re-roll all 3.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, do it
Yes,
again.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Cool. That is much better. So let's see. I have one that's an 18 to hit, which I don't think does.
Nope.
That one's not okay.
One is
27 and 23.
20.
23 and 27 would both hit.
Yeah. So
Okay, go ahead.
Juicer,
cool.
juicer.
And
As
so
arrows come off one after the other, finally you start lining up where holes have been opening up from the lightning strikes from a clear one from Tyrion just blasted through the armor. You line up and you shoot an arrow right into there.
yes, and it's gonna be the arcane shot because
Sure.
I can decide to roll it
Yep.
after I know if it hits or not.
Absolutely.
So and it's gonna be the grasping arrow, where it gets injured every time that it tries to move.
Okay.
Let's see.
If it doesn't save something.
Yeah, and it's
2d6 poison. Speed reduced by 10. And then 2d6 whenever it moves.
Oh man, I better fucking save.
isn't it?
And then you take an action to remove it on your turn.
Okay.
So can I borrow this?
Wait, those are d8s.
Yep, that's just normal
Oh, right.
arrow shooty damage.
Okay.
So let's see. One is going to be 11 points. The other is 7. So that's 18, and then
D6s.
yeah, let me borrow these. Let's see. So that's an additional
Poison.
3 points of poison damage.
She is immune to poison damage. She cannot
What
be poisoned.
the heck?
She's still.
Does she have to make a save though for that shot?
She uses her action to on her turn try and remove the brambles.
All right, so she's gonna take damage because she's gonna use her legendary action. I need you to make a dex saving throw, or Hana.
Okay.
You good?
Wait.
So that's a 10.
Fail. So you're going to take bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna re-roll it because I'm indomitable,
Do it.
and I can use that one time per long rest.
Probably the time to do it.
That's a 19.
That saves. The Valkyrie,
That's plus other
as you see it coming down onto you and just hits right next to you. She takes 10 points of damage on the movement.
No, it's 2d6.
2d6.
Which was 3.
Hits the ground next to you. 2d6.
2d6.
Let's go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
What type of damage?
Slashing.
Slashing. Okay.
And it's magic, so.
So that is 6 points.
All right.
Did I go?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I shot her.
You're top of the order.
What should I do?
Ignatius's turn, unless you're done, or if
Yeah,
you're
I'm
done.
done.
Okay, Ignatius, it's your turn.
Do we have diamonds?
I have some. But it doesn't tell me how much.
Just enough for her to
I don't
buy,
have the
probably.
spell to fix this.
Huh?
I don't have the spell to fix
Yeah,
this.
that's okay.
Okay. I'm going to. I'll just throw another bolt of lightning down.
All right.
Once more with feelings. Dex save.
All right.
And I'm gonna use another.
Fails the dex save.
Yay! She
That's
has
a
a
15.
I'm gonna use another channel divinity to just
Legendary.
max damage 30. Boom! 30 damage.
You hear a stark cry from her as she's getting worn down.
Yeah, bitch.
You guys have done massive damage to the Valkyrie.
And I'll move over near. Wait, hang on. Before I move, who looks really bad? Does anyone look bad? Well, other than Tyrion.
I'm
Beyond
decent.
bad.
You're
fine.
okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
I could use the healer.
You could use some. All right, I'll go over to Tellius,
Yeah.
A little worn out. Not too bad though.
and then I will
Save me.
spells. I will use. Where is it? There it is. Cure wounds.
The good touch.
First level. I'll go up and touch him.
All right.
Get some healing in there. 8. I need a D8. Give me a D8. There's one.
All right.
I found it. 3.
As you heal Tullius, it's going to be the Valkyrie's turn.
4. So it's at 7. 7 please.
She's going to take the sword and put it into the water, and the entire floor gets electrified.
I jump.
You don't. I need everybody to make con saving throws.
Oh, I can make those. Oh, let's go. I saved for sure.
Oh, wait,
If you
I
tell
don't
me I
have
didn't
it
save, I'm gonna smack
Oh
you. If you tell me right now I didn't save with a 25, I'm gonna smack you.
24.
Thank you, save. So half.
13.
You do not save. What you got?
Oh no.
10. All right. You don't save.
Wait,
you
can I use my inspiration?
Ooh, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can
Yep,
try.
I'm gonna do that. 10.
You're gonna want to
Damn it. 12.
fail.
So that only brings me up to. What did I say? 13. So
10
that
was
brings
a
me to a
little low.
15.
It wasn't
No,
gonna matter.
correct.
Okay.
16 was probably still
That is
not
going
good
to
enough.
be.
But I wanted to get rid of it. Use it eventually.
Do math, Reed.
Yeah, redo math.
That means
Not
the
meth.
number's high.
He doesn't know how to count.
72 points of lightning damage.
Spirit shield
You
on Ignatius.
auto crit it because you're all in the water that are still there. You don't get hit.
Fuck.
Oh, I saved, right?
Yes, but so it's half 72
Copy.
for everyone who saved.
And I'm gonna spirit shield Ignatius. Because he's a cleric. Why are you? You're a fighter. You have like
the
100
heck?
hit points.
Oh boy.
It's half 72. Oh wait,
72.
no.
No, it's not.
No, she takes full 72. You
So
take full
that's-
72.
That's why. Like.
Minus spirit shield.
How are you?
Hey, I'm alive.
I'm at 57 right now.
Oh, okay.
great.
Can I change my target? Is that okay?
You have 57 before the attack.
Yeah, before the attack.
Oh, so yeah,
He will be
reduced by
dead.
10. That
By 10?
doesn't help.
Doesn't help. I'm still.
So you're down. The spirit shields come out, but Ignatius hits the ground.
Oh. No, I don't. No, I
Oh,
don't.
oh,
Yeah. Orc
No, I
things.
don't. Orc. I come
Ah.
back. 1 hit point.
Oh, shit!
Orcs OP!
The lightning strikes you. Oh my god, Ignatius, and your armor cracks and breaks around you.
Holy
All
shit.
the to the ground, and it's just you.
He can heal
and, like you
people.
have
What's the point
what's
of
on you.
being
Your
better
blade
than
falls to the
you?
ground,
Oh, boy.
and it's just Ignatius right now.
Damn.
You have like some of your undergarments, but your vitality is keeping you up right now. You're at like 30 left.
Nah, I'm at like 10.
10.
With his armor off.
20.
He is very scarred.
You're at 20?
Yep.
Okay. She is then going to take her attack action.
course.
So she is
That
closest.
wasn't
was
that
that
wasn't-
not the attack?
That was one of her
Guess
attack
not.
actions. So
Still a
she's
shield,
just like a
right?
fighter, so she gets multiple
Still
attack
got my shield.
actions.
Okay.
So I'm attacking Orhana. She's gonna attack for 2 with her wings. They're
Yo,
gonna go.
orcs. Yes, orcs.
I was gonna do something
They're
different on my
half
turn,
orcs.
but now I don't have to. It's time to finish this.
Good shit.
Yeah, these are gonna hit. Her modifiers are gross.
I'm so glad I remembered.
26 and 29 to hit.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Ooh.
All right.
So you're probably gonna take 2. Yeah. It sucks.
Hard hitters, man. It's like one day you're on a boat, next you're getting smacked by a Valkyrie in a storm. What are you gonna do?
13 points of slashing damage
So that's
for the first attack,
and then
and 21 points for the second attack.
yeah, so that's 2.
All right, and you are below because you're a halfling. You're drowned. Well, you're not drowning. You're unconscious. So yes, you are drowning right
Yep.
now, underneath the walls.
Okay.
So
Sick.
that
So
would
I'm
be.
I'm dead.
No, give me a roll actually. So
Got
you
my
have to
work
roll
cut out
right
for
now.
me.
No, the first hit put you under,
Yep, and then
So
the next one is
you-
2 fails,
so you have 2 fails right now.
and she is underneath the water. So I believe on her next turn she has to deal with drowning.
Yeah.
And a normal death save anyway.
That sounds right.
Okay. So
Is she gonna do anything else?
no, that ends the
That
Valkyrie's
is
turn.
great. That is very cool.
Okay, it is now Tellius' turn.
It is my turn. Here we go, boys. So we're gonna saunter over there
Hastily.
with haste. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
Perfect.
Who's after
Let's make 2 attack rolls here.
Tarnook. Used to be Tyrion.
Okay, cool.
When do I go?
So the first one is going to be. So that's actually plus 17.
He's
So the first one's
loading
gonna be a
the paladin
25,
Hits.
and the second one's gonna be a 17.
Does not hit.
I didn't think so. We're gonna divine smite though.
Paladin
on
shotgun.
hit with that.
Paladin.
What's that?
So I'm gonna divine smite on hit with that one.
Okay.
Smite.
Get her. Get her.
All the smiting.
Yeah, let me just double check the damage on it here. Alright, so I'm gonna do it at 5th level
Yep.
for 5d8 damage.
No.
So I need 5d8s.
Do it
and
up.
Oh, sorry. Here. Ah.
Thanks.
I have some D8s if you need them.
I told you you couldn't have them.
4, 5. I need a d4.
D8. Oh, D4.
Have a d4. I need a d12. Have a d12.
Good.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
So that
Nice.
right there
12
is...
on the D12. Nice.
Okay, so
Balances.
what kind of damage do you want first? 12 slashing.
Okay.
1 frost.
Okay.
And then...
You juiced your weapon too. Does that do it?
Yeah, it was just for hit. 25 radiant.
Nice.
So what is she looking like here with all that?
It looks like she is having the fight of her life right now.
Oh yeah, does it?
Sure does.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. And
Oh, on that hit earlier, remember when she touched her wings?
yeah.
As you hit, lightning hits back into you. You take 9 points of lightning damage.
Don't give a fuck. Bonus action. 2-weapon fighting. We're gonna hit her with
Hit her with the slap.
yeah.
My storm went away.
She probably should have taken
I
points
took a
of
lot of
damage
damage.
before.
Frost?
Yeah, from
I
the
got
frost.
10
For
extra
me.
for you because
There's
we
no
got
way I can
Tullius's
roll
and we
that
got
high,
Tyrion's.
17.
Natural 20. I'm not kidding you.
Let's
I rolled
go,
a
dude!
natural 20.
Spider.
17.
And then we're gonna do another 5th level divine smite.
Yes!
Because she is hurting my friends, and I really don't like that.
Yes. Kill her.
So now we need 10 d8s.
You
And if this
Holy
shit
shit.
doesn't kill her, I don't care.
Do you need extra? I have some.
I don't even know.
Here's 3.
take another.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Here's another one.
6,
I mean, you got
7.
also those.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
8,
That might be all of mine.
9, 10. Where's my d12? Where's my d4?
Get her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like those numbers
So,
mostly.
9 slashing,
Okay.
2 frost. And then let's... Oh, actually, wait. I
It's a crit.
didn't double those because I'm an idiot.
So 18 slashing.
18
4
slashing.
frost.
4 frost. Sorry. How's she doing?
Okay. And then 4 frost, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And then for starters here, we have 24... 30... 39... 46... 46 radiant.
Still. Oh my god!
Fucking serious? Oh, what, how much damage do I take on that hit?
That would be 3 points. Oh, no, wait. She has it. 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Tellius is looking insanely rough. He's having to fight his life.
Legendary action. I need you to make a dex saving throw, Tellius.
Alright, kill me. 9. Kill me.
Fail.
Alright.
She's going to do bludgeoning damage to Tellius.
Unconscious. It literally does not matter. I'm unconscious.
You did okay.
I have one. I have one HP.
Okay. Then she's gonna bash your hand in twice. And
That's dead.
Kill me.
yes, Talius is dead.
So I'm
Great.
the only one up.
No. What's his name is still alive.
Wait, so she downs me
Oh,
and
yeah,
kills me?
Ignatius.
I'm
Is
still
one?
here.
Well, she's still hitting you because with
No, I'm asking. So she downs me and
Yep.
then bashes me twice.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Done.
I don't have the last words. I'm just gonna die.
I hope this is a dream sequence.
No.
If it's not,
This is
that's
just a
fine.
Valkyrie
It is now.
in her lair.
Let's see.
It's me.
Charnook, it is your turn.
All right.
Oh wait, layer sequence. Yeah, lightning strikes both Ignatius and you. You guys gotta make dex saving throws to
I
not
think
take damage.
Ignatius is down.
Not take damage at all, because if I take half, I'm still gonna.
17.
Yeah, no, it's to completely dodge.
17.
Okay, and what do you got?
Dex?
Yep, roll.
Come on, both.
Nope.
Okay.
17 save.
No.
Okay.
15 points of lightning damage.
Right.
Down.
Everyone's down but Charnook right now.
Finish her.
All right, Charnook.
Dash at her full speed
Okay.
and
Into the water, so then it's half movement, but you can still get to her.
yeah, I have 40 feet. So I'm gonna slash her with Adam's greatsword.
Okay. And you will take damage coming back to you.
Who cares?
Same.
29 for the first.
Hits.
And
Um,
wait, no. I'm sorry. 29 for one. The other misses.
okay, first one hits. 5 points of lightning damage on the hit to you as you connect.
That is 11 points of slashing. I'm gonna use my bonus action. Use my horns. Headbutt her.
Okay.
Gore.
Okay, it just happens, I think.
Does it?
Reading.
Get reading.
Okay, so it's just a strike plus proficiency. Doesn't hit.
Oh. As your blade carves into her, you take that damage. She's looking as on the teetering on the edge of life.
Brain bitch.
All right.
Same.
It is now the Valkyrie's turn. Oh no, it's not. Orhana, give me a death saving throw.
Alrighty.
Nice.
14.
Save. Ignatius, give me a death saving throw. Glad you made a new character.
You did this?
Nope.
Fail. Okay. It is now the Valkyrie's turn. She's going to do her fly.
Opportunity attack.
Before she flies out. It'd make more sense for her to dip the. Oh! You're right.
Would have dropped and passed out, but
Oh.
if she had moved if she had moved before she was passed out, she would have taken 2d6.
Roll the 2d6.
Takes her out.
Oh God!
Jesus!
Snake eyes.
It's 2.
Yeah.
It was 2 ones.
Jesus. Alright.
She's still alive?
Yes.
You said teetering, bro.
She is teetering. That's fair.
I was teetering at one.
She's gonna dip her sword into the water.
And murder everything.
Everyone's dead.
So is that a dex save?
No. Con save. Because you're knee deep in water. These crits.
14. 14.
Fail.
Everyone's dead.
51 points of lightning damage. You're still up?
Yep.
Do it, Charnock.
2 more attacks against you.
Barbarians.
Barbarians, man.
Barbarians, man.
I don't know if I can survive 2.
I believe one's gonna miss. 16 to hit. Does that hit? No. And then 25 to
Oh,
hit.
I'm sorry, they both hit.
Oh.
Which armor?
14. I'm a barbarian.
And these are the... First one is 16 points of damage.
Okay. So does that reduce
Buoy.
to 8?
What type of
Slashing,
damage is it?
slashing. Yep, because it's the wings going into you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
max. It's all sixes.
That's okay. I
You
18
were
points.
reduced that to 9.
18.
All right.
I'm bloodied.
All right.
My turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay.
Well, it's layer action.
Okay.
At the end of the turn, you got to make a dex saving
Of
throw
course.
for the lightning.
Con save, you mean?
Dex, because it's the lightning that comes out. Con is when you're in it, from when she puts the blade into the water.
That's
They're
a
different.
17.
17.
Yep.
That didn't save last time, so that doesn't save again.
Okay.
So that is 12 points.
I'm done.
Oh!
That was exactly what I
Ah!
What do you mean?
You made these characters!
You made all of
You're
this.
so fucking close.
Yeah,
Guys-
I've got some notes about that boss.
As you
Same.
as you faint and you fall,
Still not worthy.
blackness. And then
See you
consciousness.
next week.
Consciousness comes to each and every one of you.
Are we on the ship?
The water was gone in this area. Before you, the Valkyrie. All of you on your feet. Ignatius, the Valkyrie comes to you. You are worthy.
But are we, though? Are we?
But we lost.
Indeed. But
I think
You-
we're not dead.
showed the will of the storm. You and your companions, with every strike, grow stronger as you bring the storm. To you I bestow my sword, as she hands it over to you.
Oh.
Your head almost came off.
I know. That's dope.
As you hold the sword, all of you, come with me. I am the Valkyrie they call Cole. I am the
say Cole?
C-O-L.
Thank you.
Yep. I am the Valkyrie known for her craftsmanship. I am the smith.
Oh, man.
Come with me to the Stormforge.
We just got beat by the nerd, guys.
So what now?
As you guys come back, one of the doors, there's lightning in the water door.
Question, are we 1 HP or before?
You're at full HP. Everyone's at full HP, including Julian.
Sweet.
As you guys walk into the back room,
I was ready to play something else.
you see her
But I love
I don't know. So do I. I don't know.
as we come into the back room. You see this glorious forge that looks very similar to how the Titan forges look. Above,
Used thing.
all these tools above. And she looks to each and every one of you. And she goes, "For your valor to help bring the storm with your companion, I award each of you this ring." Let me go get the name of it for you. So you can add a ring
One.
to
Fuck. God damn it.
You were 12 points away from getting all the rewards.
Man, I rolled really
She had
low on
12?
all my
Yeah.
I had 12.
I know!
No!
I rolled so low.
Oh!
If that was a con save, I would have made it.
I was rolling like 5s, 3s, 8s. I was
Yeah.
like, come on. I just need like literally anything 10 or higher.
It's okay.
Couldn't get it.
You can add a Ring of the Valkyries to your inventory.
How do you spell that?
Ring of the, and then Valkyries. She hands you all each, which has an insignia of the Valkyries on them. To each and every one of you gets that. You will find the storm does not care for those who try and stand in its way. Each and every one of you dare to oppose the storm. And with this, I will not allow. Or with this, you'll be resistant from any.
Does it require two?
Yeah, that one might.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
Man.
I'll take a
No,
2 minute
no,
off it.
no, it's okay.
Ah, I could have done other stuff. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
There are greater challenges that lay in your future than me. Much stronger villains down the path. You all showed that even my strength, as strong as I might be,
Yes.
was nearly no match for your teamwork and commitment to one another. With this, I award you all these rings with great honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ignatius, you showed the will of the storm. You channeled what the Storm Lord sees fit. And he does not play favorites. You see her then take from a side, and she starts. She takes a hammer that resembles Mjolnir, and she starts smashing away on this piece as lightning keeps striking and striking into it.
Whoa.
And she goes, "To continue your path, to shield your companions, I award you this." And she hands you a shield.
Oh shit! I got a shield and a sword.
Burrito, burrito.
You can add the Vestige of Protection to your inventory.
The vestige of protection.
You know what that means, guys. He just threw a crazy boss battle at us and he's giving us items. You know what that means.
Time to fight a kraken.
How do you
Yeah.
pronounce? How do you spell that?
Visage?
yes.
Vestige.
Vestige.
Vestige, I'm sorry.
Vestige.
So goody.
Yes.
There it is. Vestige of protection.
Man. Why did I roll like
So
trash
cool.
today?
I forgot I had the bag of tricks. I could have threw a gorilla at her. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
It's not your fault.
I also could have hellish rebuke during because I thought my reaction would have to go after her attacks. I could have reactioned at any point during her pummeling of me,
Yeah.
and that would have been another 2d10.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
we're
okay.
so
Whoa,
bad.
that's
We live and learn.
We're all so bad.
Boy, this fight
I'm
really
bad
helped you
at
learn how to
using my
beat the
health. No, that would have been 3d10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
Continuing, she then awards you your shield, which has the symbol that you first saw, the one you sent me, Ryan. That is
What?
carved onto the center of that shield.
Oh, the symbol.
Yes.
Nice.
As she walks out, she looks around and she goes, "Ignatius, there's much to explain." And that will end tonight's session.
Guys, we got
The-
beat up by a nerd. I feel bad.